Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on YouTube, Twitch, and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide. What's up, everyone? Yeah, depending on what time zone you're in, there's either like a half an hour left or an hour and a half left. So I figured now would be a nice time to go live because this show wouldn't have to be too long till before where it's midnight here, or others can celebrate for a while with us here live and then check out for the rest of the night. Whatever you're doing, all in all, we here at Total Nonstop Impact hope that you are all safe. In whatever you're doing, wherever you go, we hope you're safe. So what we can do tonight, we could do a bunch of different things. All in all, I just want it to be fun. I know there's some controversial stuff going on around on social media right now. We've already had some discussions about it in the Discord. By the way, join the Discord if you are not a part of it, because there's always stuff going on. And let me tell you, the discussion is hot tonight, but it's respectful. That's the big thing. People are going off all over the place on social media, and one thing we try our best to do is make sure that all opinions are respected in the Discord, so that things don't get out of hand and oh, well, your opinion sucks and you're wrong and I'm right and all that. No. Everybody can have their own opinion, and that's the way it should be. So much love, everyone. And sound off. Let us know what you're all doing tonight. You got some snacks? Are you just checking in for a while from family and friends' house? And I have no clue who's all going to join me tonight. I think Bill might try to check in later. I know Trent's after show from his show last night with AAW Unstoppable, I think, is still going on. So he's still, pounding the sodas with his friends. And no, I don't know what he's doing. I really have no idea. So who knows? All in all, I just wanted to get on here, spread some cheer. And I figured now would be a great time to do the infamous emergence review. But we can talk about all sorts of stuff. We don't have to jump right into that. I know there's a lot of other things to discuss that I haven't had a chance to really with you guys because I've been away. Took a nice little break, and I want to thank Bill and Alicia for holding it down last night. You guys did a tremendous job. And much love, because I know it was a holiday show. It was a best of, plus they did some talking about some news and stuff. So, you never know who's going to drop in for these kind of shows, but they held it down. So much thanks and much love to them. Thank you to whoever came in and joined them. Any news? Well, I know there's some discussion already. Courtney says, you're at your aunt's house, but everyone is sleeping already. Woo, what a party. Hey, at least you're with family and friends and you're safe. That's what's important, right? Zach Bonifer says Newcastle, Indies, peg legs, some adult beverage. I don't know what half of that is. I know what White Castle is. Indies, Peg legs? I don't know what that is. Some adult beverages. Well, cheers to you. I'm going to crack one open at some point during this. Mayor says champagne is waiting to be drunk. All right, awesome. Yeah, let's talk now. This is sad. I don't want to talk about controversial or sad things, but we got to talk about this. Betty White. Betty White passed away earlier today, and it was one of those things that I was just in the store the other day, and I saw the People magazine hit the shelves. We got it. We get it here at the house. I don't know why we get it. We don't have a subscription to it. Someone just keeps sending it to our house. I think it's one of those scams where they want you to call and they want to get your money, but we just keep getting it. We have no clue why we get People magazine. But anyways, well, that's the latest issue. It says Betty White turns 100. And she didn't make it to 100. So as I'm looking at the cover of this magazine the other day, I'm like, oh, she made it to 100. And then I looked and I'm like, she's not 100 yet. That's kind of, I don't know, for lack of better words, I'll just say jumping the gun. You know, you kind of jinx it. I'm not saying she jinxed it by any means. I'm not saying that. It's just, if I'm a social media broadcaster of any kind, I wouldn't want to do that to Betty White or to anyone. I wouldn't want to say, oh, congratulations on your fill in the blank birthday when it's not quite their birthday, because you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so Bell's Boy here says only 18 days before her 100th birthday could 2021 be any crueler. Yeah, it's this year has been cruel. We tried to make it better than 2020, but it really has not been any better. I'm sure it has been for some. Yeah. Not 80, not 80 decades. 8 decades. It's take the zero off of that. I know what you meant. Yeah, I mean, I grew up on the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. I mean, you know, we all know the song, and if you don't, you should go check out some episodes and just see what one of the greatest. Oh goodness, when was that? In the 80s? It was in the 80s, I believe. Late 80s, early 90s, something like that. And man, just a riot. I mean, I grew up appreciating that kind of comedy. One of my favorite comedy movies of all time is Some Like It Hot and The Odd Couple. So I appreciate the classics. And let me tell you, the Golden Girls are some classics. They really are. And she was holding strong. And man, the last of the Golden Girls is on her way up to the Golden Gates to see the big man upstairs. The 80s were the best. That's right, Impacted Eagles. That's right. Mary Tyler Moore's show, Hot in Cleveland. Okay, I've heard of that one, but I never saw that one. Was that one that was recent or? Oh, she was on that one. Okay. Gotcha. Courtney, you were born in 87, so you missed out. Well, hey, the series are out there. She has a wealth of content out there from all sorts of things um that she was a part of. I'll remember her most um from the Golden Girls, but she was around decades before that, put all sorts of put she really was a wonderful comedian and classy. Man, she had a level of class in this industry that is so scummy. We joke about scum on this podcast, but man, she always kept it classy. I mean, and she got a little raunchy here and there, but man, when she did, it was hilarious. It was oh man. Hot in Cleveland was shown on TV from 2008 to 2012. Oh, she was on there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Jason. So sad. So, what an icon. Um, but yeah, drop it in the comments. Let me know what your favorite stuff from her was. Wasn't she in that she was in some alligator. What the hell was that alligator movie? I'm absolutely kicking myself because it's one of my favorite horror movies. And I never saw the in fact, I think there's sequels, but I cannot think um what the hell that was. It was so funny. She was the one that fed the alligator. Lake Placid. Thank you. Bone Daddy. Oh, thank you, Bone Daddy. Thank you, Bonus Baby. She was also on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She was in that movie with Steve Martin, Jaybone, with Queen Latifah, Bringing Down the House. Okay, I think I heard of that one. I don't think I've seen it. But yeah, she was in so many different things. Great stuff. Yeah, her one-liners in Lake Placid are just probably some of the raunchiest stuff she's done. But it was coming from her, it was such a riot. She what did she say to the cop or something? She'd say, if I had a dick, this is the point in the conversation where I tell you to suck it, or something like that. It was like, oh my god. She said something like that back then. Oh man, crazy. She even hosted Saturday Night Live. She did all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Betty White. One of the greats. Seriously, one of the greats. 99. I mean, my goodness. I can't even fathom. I mean, I'm in my second half of my 40s, and I can't even fathom living that far. Man. I hope I live my life with half the class that she did, I like to think I'm a little classy. Not a lot classy, but a little classy, It's, I'm here and I'm, I got my sense of humor, but my goodness. So yeah, let me know what you guys are I'm gonna have what do I have here? I got one of the Smirnoff Smashes, the ice smashes. These are tasty. The strawberry lemon one, and then I got some I'm gonna have some hot cocoa. Maybe pour a little rum shata in there, or a little Kahlua. Some hot cocoa. So, oh, Mama's Family. Oh, I love Mama's Family. Great stuff. Oh my goodness, Courtney. Wow. Courtney with the $20 super sticker. My goodness. Make me all feel warm and fuzzy. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, Courtney. See, she's not at the bar throwing dollars at strippers. She's tipping us live on YouTube. Wait, that made me feel dirty. I was kidding. Charles Fluid. I'm 25 and I have bad knees and a bad shoulder. I'll be lucky if I make it to 40. Oh, hang in there, bro. Hang in there. Hang in there. You got a ways to go. Zach Bonifer says, happy birthday, Katie Forbes. Hey! Nice. Oh my goodness, Bells boy. You crazy dude, you. The $10 sticker or super chat or whatever. Happy New Year, brother Jaybone, to you and your familia. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Speaking of familia, got an update on Pops. He just completed his first week of radiation treatment. And he's doing really good. He's doing so far so good. So just wanted to give you guys a little up. You know, I don't talk about family too much on here, but I try to stay as transparent as possible with what's going on with me and in my life. So yeah, a lot of long trips to the hospital this week. But he's down 4 visits, 16 to go. So we cross our fingers and we say a little prayer that he stays strong throughout these. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Thank you, Bills boy. Thank you. Jaybone will Mrs. Jaybone be joining you to count down the end of 21 and the beginning of 2022. I don't know if she's going to be awake. She's in the other room, like just watching TV and playing games on her phone right now. I'll check on her once in a while when I go get myself a little beverage. So thanks, Impacted Eagles. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you, Justin. Much love, guys. Much love. Thank you. So in fact, I was joking with Mrs. Jaybone. I said, wow, you actually have more alcohol than I do. Because, you know, I usually have a couple of things. I really don't drink much. I mean, I had some wine during Christmas and had some, you know, it was a little happy. Had some laughs. But I never get like angry, stupid, nasty, you know, because I don't like feeling drunk in the first place. I just get a little silly, you know. I'm too old to just get annihilated. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's not fun. Like when they're young, it's like, hey, 20 cans of beer later, and the world's wonderful. World is great. You spend half the night in the toilet. It's not fun. It's not fun. I can't do that shit. So I had one of these and she was like, well, make some hot chocolate and pour a little something in it. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Because I did that at Christmas. Let me tell you, the rum chata in the hot cocoa. Oh, good shit. Any wrestling news, J-Bone? All right. She's laughing about something. Hopefully she's not laughing at me. Although if she's laughing at me, that's all right. I'll take that. News. What do you guys want to talk about? There's so much going on. I know Bill discussed some of this stuff, so I'll probably rehash some of it. But you'll get my, 2 cents in on stuff. Packed Eagles, I'd rather be in the treehouse than any bar room. I hear you. So it was announced. I saw the clip. I didn't watch last night's episode. But it was announced that Roxy is going to defend her Ring of Honor championship. Yeah, we'll get to that, Zach. Thank you. Roxy is going to defend her Ring of Honor women's title in Impact Wrestling on Access TV the week after Hard to Kill. Now, I think some people, I completely misunderstood that when I first started hearing little things about it. I thought it was going to be at Hard to Kill, but it's not. It's going to be on Access TV, Impact Wrestling, or whatever, the Impact Wrestling episode after Hard to Kill. Excuse me. My goodness, I'm not even drinking it. I'm just sitting here burping up a storm. Pardon me. Su Young's pregnancy. Yeah, she's about the, I think she's about the pop. She's been pregnant on the show for the last several months. She just hasn't shown it a lot. Let me know number one, congrats to her, and we hope that she stays healthy throughout the rest of her pregnancy and that her and baby stay healthy. Much love to them. If you go on Su Young's Twitter page, she has a link there to a what do you call that? When you have a baby, it's a gift site. It's an Amazon gift list for herself and the family and the baby. So if you want to help her with that, help her and the family and the baby, they got all sorts of stuff on there. You can get anything from diapers to, if you want to get them a gift card, to you can buy them a $500 chair for mama and papa to kick back and feed the baby in and probably take a nap. They got everything. They got everything on there. So they got expensive stuff to not so expensive stuff. So hey, we got some few new people in here. What's up? Terrence Sullivan, Hakeem's in here. What's up? Terrence Sullivan says the Fort Lauderdale shows should be interesting. Yeah, that's something that they put out recently. Is a bunch of new dates for shows going into this next quarter of the first quarter of the new year. A lot of shows. So they're doing like 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there as far as like taping stuff. I don't know exactly, how long they're going to spend, how many days or how many hours they're going to tape. But great to see that the tour is really, really getting going. And I hope it stays that way because God knows things are not good out there. Not good. And not to turn this into my goal of this is not to turn it into a political thing. You guys know how bad it is out there. You can't ignore it, just look, and if you're going to go to these shows, be safe, pay attention to what, every building has their own rules and regulations and stuff. Just be safe, people. It's the only way we're going to get through this. Use your head. So Mayor says he's going to finally meet Front Row Bill on January 21st and 22nd. Yeah, hopefully Bill can go. It's going to be a lot of traveling. Yes, Hakeem, I did hear about the Rachel Ellering birthday tweet debacle. Yes, I did hear about that. There's, and I'll just piggyback off of what uh, Bill said last night. There's there's a lot of people in Impact Wrestling that are like either changing jobs and or responsibilities going into the new year. One of those things is social media and social media presence. So I think that's something that's we just got to stay patient with. Um, and hopefully they start really get going on social media again. And each social media seems to be different. They don't put the same thing on each social media. Like Twitter is very different from Facebook. Is very different from Instagram. Their Instagram's been dead, and Instagram is one of those things that is really a growing presence in social media, and that's something they should really stick with. Zach says if you're at the shows, not to let Mayor jump the railing. Yeah, Mayor, behave yourself. No, I'm kidding. Mayor's a good wrestling fan. He would never do that. Zach, you're so goofy. Zach's already toasted. I can tell by his statements here. He's already toasted. Oh, man. So, yeah. Little things are going to slip like that. You'd think they would have stuff like that already set, but Impact Wrestling is not one of those companies, unfortunately. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's talk about the oh gosh, what's her name? Martinez. Mercedes Martinez. So it looks like she is officially signed with AEW. She showed up on the last Dynamite. Now I didn't watch the whole episode, but I did see the clip where it was Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa, which I gotta say, for what I saw, because each clip that they show, like on your YouTube and stuff, is usually about 5 minutes long, give or take a little. Looked like a good match. I mean, Jade Cargill is really, I mean, all right, let's be honest. This is not a knock on Jade Cargill. She's only had so many pro matches. Thunder Rosa made her look like $1,000,000. She really did. But that's the goal here. They're really trying to. I mean, Thunder Rosa's great. She is. And I wish she would have won. But they are really building up Jade Cargill to be one of those dominant heels. And they're doing a great job of doing it. And Mercedes Martinez, my goodness. Mercedes Martinez, I forget exactly what she did. She smashed, that's right. She smashed a bottle on Thunder Rosa's head. And settle down, Keith. Settle down. She smashed a bottle on Thunder Rosa's head, and Jade put her finisher on her, took her out, pinned her 1, 2, 3. And then some more fighting ensued in the ring, and Mercedes Martinez came in, attacked Thunder Rosa some more, and then she pulled her mask off, unhooded herself, and revealed herself Mercedes Martinez. Social media put it out. publicly. Congrats. She is all elite. Rob's Voice. Thank you for the $5 tip, brother. Happy New Year. Much love, Rob's Voice. Thank you so much. Awesome. Good to see you here, dude. Hope you're being safe tonight and whatever you guys do. So the talk, I mean, amongst Impact Wrestling fans is, okay, so what's the deal? She signed with AEW. Is what she did with Impact Wrestling up until the end of the tapings, is that, up until just before Hard to Kill, is that going to be her last stuff on TV? And it could very well be, because I don't think she's going to be a part of Hard to Kill. She's supposed to wrestle. Just got home from work. Nice. Just in time to ring in the new year, right, bro? Let me go on impactwrestling.com. Why isn't this working? It's not working. Okay. Let's try the Twitter box. Let's go to the Impact. Okay, so there's a 6 knockout tag team action Thursday. There's Rosemary, Jordynne Grace, and Rachel Ellering versus Chelsea Green, Lady Frost, and Tasha Steelz. Okay, so she's not part of that. There's the awards. Congrats to Wrestler of the Year, Josh Alexander. Men's Match of the Year, the Iron Man match from BTI. Knockouts Tag Team of the Year, Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering. Interesting. Nice. Hard to Kill. Oh, Hard to Kill is sold out. Tremendous. Oh, Masha Slamovich arrives next week. Man, this go-home show is going to be very knockouts heavy. Okay, so Deonna Purrazzo. Okay, so this isn't for a title. I'm just going to see now. I keep thinking Deonna Purrazzo has the title. She doesn't. Not yet. So Deonna Purrazzo is facing Mercedes Martinez this Thursday. Man, I cannot wait for that. That is amazing. So that should be if that's her exit, then hey, what better way to go out to wrestle one of the best? That should be a wonderful match. But we're still watching next week. Hell yeah. So yeah, it should be a good. I mean, I feel like their go home show from like a few weeks ago was a really good go home show when Matt Cardona went through the table and all that. That really left me hyped. That's why I didn't even watch the last 2 episodes. Nothing against the awards and the best of and all that. I just, with everything going on, I was like, it just wasn't a priority, just wasn't a priority. But I usually have fun watching them. I just didn't, but, so it seems like it's going to be a great go home episode, but I'm not sure how much of these matches is going to be in tune to what's happening at the pay-per-view. So we'll have to wait and see. January is Knockouts month, apparently. Wait, did they announce that or something? Did I miss something? Is that like official or are you just saying it? Yeah, don't feel bad, Courtney. I missed last night's too. But I did watch my crew. Did watch my crew. What? Anna Reed, what's up? Watched because I have no life. Oh, come on. Don't feel bad. I got no life either. No, no, I got a life, but I don't do much outside other than, I mean, I do important stuff with Pops, but beyond that, not a whole lot. I go shopping with the missus, and that's about it. So, excuse me. Well, it's just about to turn midnight somewhere. So, oh man. All right. So I don't know if there was any more news you guys wanted to talk about. We could certainly we spent just about a little over half an hour just talking about stuff. Oh, any New Year's resolutions? My New Year's resolution is to lose a crap ton of weight because I have just been eating like crazy lately. I really haven't been eating. I mean, I've been eating healthy, but I've been snacking way too much. I mean, great example of that is I got one of these sitting right here next to me, and I'm just dying to dig into it. And I had this here. I don't know what you think of these, but these are absolutely delicious. These orange cream pop filled Twizzlers twists. Oh, I ate almost the whole damn bag last night and gave myself such heartburn. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'll probably finish them off later. Yeah, just to take better care of myself, just lose a lot of weight because I'm back up to 240 something. I really need to lose. I was down. My lowest I got was 205. So gaining that much weight back is not good for me. So yeah, I need to lose weight. Need to eat better this coming new year. Keep the junk out of the house. Yeah, especially cooking healthy stuff for Pop. That's most important. But yeah, I need to. Is it Happy New Year's? Yes, it's 11 p.m. here. It's midnight on the East Coast. Happy New Year, everyone. Much love. Well, should we? Because it's not New Year's. Should I get some? Tell you what. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to grab some hot cocoa. And I'll cheers everyone a Happy New Year. I'll open up this one later. Okay? Grab some hot cocoa. I'll be right back. You want some hot cocoa, man? No. Drink shot of Ozzy. My goodness. Cats. Cats just getting all.
He's paying this guy an alter ego, the one that won. he suffers from Crohn's disease, and he's got medical bills like no tomorrow. One of the producers, the black guy on here, the judge, he offered to pay for all his medical bills.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Are you still alive?
Yep. Yes, we are still live. All right. Just stir this up. We got the rum shada. Oh, that is yummy. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh. Folks, if you have not tried rum shada and hot cocoa, do yourself a favor. So yummy. Oh, Anna, I hear you. We can be your family. We love you. We love you, and we hope you stay well. Because you know what? A lot of times, family ain't blood, and that's okay. You know, I got a lot of people I consider family that ain't blood relatives of mine. You know, I got brothers. You know, Paul Nelson. What is up? Yeah, we love you, Anna. You're a great supporter to us, but you're also a great person in general. You know, so. Oh, I hear you, Anna. I hear you. I mean, we all stick it out through the hard times with each other, and Jason Michael says, imagine Jaybone throw fireworks with a costume. What? Yeah, I jokingly share the gif of the guy who's like naked except for patriotic underwear, and he's holding the sparklers and he's dancing like this, you know. It's just... So yeah, I'm not doing that though. I've done some really goofy things live while podcasting. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. It was when I was with a different crew about a handful of years ago. In fact, it was a New Year's show. I believe it was either a New Year's show or it was a Royal Rumble something. I don't know. Oh my goodness. And it was right after one of my bad back surgeries. And I was on pain meds, and I was at home. And I had a few drinks, and oh my God, I don't remember the podcast. I mean, I can joke about it now, but please don't ever mix that. Don't ever do that, because damn, I had a good time. Others had a good time at my expense, but please don't do that. So, let's see. Well, shall we go over Emergence, because I said we were going to go over it, and I'm all by myself. But you guys can let me know. You know, I won't do this all night. I'll try to make this somewhat short and sweet. Just talk about each match a little bit, but it'll be the official TNI review of Emergence. So 45 minutes into this, I suppose I should. Oh, sure. You're right here. Right here. Mayor says, Jaybone, I hate to be that asshole, but when are you doing the emergence review? It's okay, Mayor. You can be that asshole. We still love you. Oh, man. So, yes. Yes, Bell's boy. Like he says, Anna, you are loved. Yes, we love you. Oh. Hang in there, Anna. We love you. All right. So let's talk about Emergence. Now, I had to look this up because it feels like so long ago. And this really wasn't that long ago, but it was like 6 months ago, whatever it was. This is back from August. And so much has happened since then. So this is Impact Wrestling's special Emergence, and this is right after fans came back because the fans are not really take care, Courtney, much love, be safe. Yes, it was. Emergence was a great show because I actually watched it today. I fast forwarded through some of it, but I had to. I had only so much time to watch it. Take care, Keith. Much love. Happy New Year. But yeah, this was a blast. This is so Emergence is the infamous show that for whatever reason, we couldn't all get together and review it. You know, it's like I had stuff that weekend. I'm guessing Trent had a show or had a gig, and others had other wrestling shows and or family things to go to. So whatever it was, we just all couldn't get together and do it. But then that became the joke. It's like, okay, are we going to watch this? When are we going to review it? And it became one of those running jokes. Like, oh, it's the infamous show that's never going to get reviewed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the review. And while everyone else is...
Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. So just, cozy up, folks. Grab your drink, grab a snack. Let's talk about Emergence. All right, so this is from August 20th, 2021. We kick off here with Rohit Raju versus Matt Cardona. This was fun. This is right after I think this is right after Matt Cardona showed up, wasn't it? Or did he show up? Oh no, this is right after Chelsea showed up, I think. Because she had the brace on her wrist and everything. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, Anna. Much love. Much love. We love you. But so this match, it's just another great example of how good Rohit Raju is. And Matt Cardona is great too, but it's like we pay more attention to Rohit Raju. Justin Miller says Matt showed up at Hard to Kill. Okay, yeah, this past year is such a blur. I don't remember who did what when. It's just one of those things. So, oh, Anna says I got TNI cat shirts for myself and my kid. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I saw the sales. Thank you, Anna. That's awesome. let me know when you get them and let me know how they are. I'm always very, I try to stay on top of, when people get their merch, I want to make sure that they're good and, make sure that the company we're going through is still great. Oh, you just got them. Oh, tremendous. Bear says that's why I only drink champagne once a year. Anna says, you got the bison shirt too. That's awesome. That is a wicked looking shirt, isn't it? With the bison skull and the lettering around it. Pretty cool. Pretty slick. Paul asks, how did Papa celebrate his New Year's? Well, he went to bed early. The joke is that he's going to get up right before midnight and celebrate it with us. I don't know if he's actually going to do that or not, but we were joking about that right before I went live. So, he's old. He doesn't, stay up and drink or whatever. He's pretty chill. So, we said Happy New Year to him early. And Happy New Year. Okay, so the Facebook chat's going off. Bill's actually at a show right now. That crazy guy. And it says, pretty badass. I'll get pics soon. Cool, yeah. Put them up on your Instagram and tag us in it. We'd love to see it. Or on the Twitter box, whatever. But tag us in it. Let us know. Cool. Very cool. Can't wait to see that. But yeah, so Rohit Raju loses to Matt Cardona. And this is funny because we just saw something real similar to this this last week before the holiday shows where, like Matt Cardona got beat down and then Chelsea got in Moose's face. Well, right here, they do the same to Cardona here. Like Shera gets in the ring, beats him up, and then Chelsea stands in between them and does the same thing. So we saw this similar thing again, but still fun to watch. And I don't remember where that feud went, but still good to say. Still good to see. So, Kyle in our private Facebook chat, he says, 2022 scumbag comes home. Does that mean we're gonna get the scumbag back here live? Is he gonna invade tonight? Oh goodness, could we possibly get a scumbag? Oh, I think you could get scummy around here. Could get scummy. Next we got Tasha Steelz, Savannah Evans, Fallah, and No Way Jose versus Decay's Havok, Rosemary, Crazy Steve, and Taurus. This was just a lot of fun. And this was at one of the heights of the whole, bite his face off. No. And you're the scumbag? Yes, Anna, you're the scumbag. It's like a Chinese thing, I think. I don't know. Yes, Paul. Cool Kyle. But yeah, so Decay wins this one. This one's just a lot of fun. Everybody gets their stuff in. It's a shame that No Way Jose couldn't stick around longer, but maybe that's just, maybe that's all they wanted him for, or I never heard any details about his departure or anything. If anybody else heard something, let me know. But as far as I know, the crowd response to him was good. Anna says, yes, the Chinese New Year. It's one of the things on the Chinese zodiac is the scumbag, right? I think he had family issues. What? Oh, that's why No Way Jose left, because he had some personal stuff going on, some family issues. Oh, okay. Thought you were talking about the scumbag. Impact Eagle says Alex Zane is another one that should have stuck around. Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good. Yes, Jose had family issues, yes. Alex Zane was on the show I watched the last night. See, I wasn't on the TNI show because I was watching Trent's AAW Unstoppable, and Alex Zane was on there. Oh, so good. So good. But yeah, so Decay wins this one. A lot of fun, a lot of comedy. Everybody got their stuff in. A lot of biting faces off and stuff. A lot of fun. Petey Williams versus Maclin. This is really getting into the time where Maclin's just starting to pick away at the X division here. Man, one of the best matches of the night. Absolutely, hands down. The fact that Petey just went nuts on Maclin, and then Maclin turned it around and gave it right back to him. And the fact that they went toe-to-toe and just, absolutely one of the best matches of the night. Maclin wins this one, which just starts his whole X Division tirade, and now he's headlining a week from tonight versus Trey Miguel. Can't wait. It's I got a feeling it's not looking good for Trey Miguel. I'm just saying. Maclin is one big baddie. One big baddie. All right, next we got Madison Rayne versus Taylor Wilde. Man, I miss Taylor Wilde. She is so good here. She's been back and forth a few times this year, and hopefully she can come back next year. But the way things are going right now, things are getting worse. She may not be back for a while. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. It all has to probably all has to do with her work and travel, a lot of different issues, But I mean, I'm sure she can come back to the States whenever. But that's probably one of the least amount of worries. She's got that all fixed, so that's good. Yes, Anna, you need to watch Unstoppable. It's only $15. Great show. You won't be disappointed. They did have some hiccups as far as, people not making it. So, card subject to change. But the whole show overall, even without the people that were on, there was no championship match between Fitchett and Swan. And Lady Frost wasn't on. And I don't know who she was supposed to face, but yeah, whole show just knocked it out of the park. Tremendous way to end the year. All right, so yeah, Madison Rayne beats Taylor Wilde, and it's just great. Two veteran knockouts, just knocking it out of the park, totally. Of course, the numbers game plays into the whole scheme of things here with Tenille and Kaleb with a K in Madison Rayne's corner, outnumbering Taylor Wilde, and you just she just didn't have a chance. I mean, she had a chance. She's very good. Taylor Wilde looks great. That's one thing I will say is that and I've said it all year long, because, we talk about, they're bringing back this veteran and that veteran. But whenever they do bring back veterans, they don't stink up the joint. They don't have issues. They just come back. They kick ass for whatever time, they have, and they knock it out of the park. Oh, Terrence says, sadly, I think Jordan Grace also caught the panini. Panini is a great sandwich. Oh, you mean that panini? Yes. yes. Caught by the panini. Yes. Gotcha. Yeah, it's going around. Gotta be careful. Damn panini. But yeah, Madison Rayne wins this one. Good match though. Fun knockouts match. Now we got a number 1 contenders match for the Impact World title. Moose versus Ace Austin versus Sami Callahan versus Chris Saban. Can I just say, watching this match, damn, how much I miss Sami Callahan. But I heard on Terrence Sullivan, Panini's a great sandwich. The year of the great sandwich. I read or heard somewhere that Sami Callahan, he just got his pins out of his leg and ankle or whatever. So his recovery is going well. I'm guessing rehab along with that is going well. And that he's going to be back sooner rather than later. I just hope he doesn't rush it and that he's ready. That's all I hope for. Because I know these guys are anxious to come back. That's their bread and butter, I don't know how much he's getting paid right now, not being there. Hopefully I think he's one of the few, legit contracted people. So hopefully they're still holding to that contract even though he's injured. So Terrence says, I expect to see Sami wrestling by Slammiversary Daddy-O. Oh, that'd be wonderful. It's only a half a year away, because that's the summertime. That's the big summertime one, I believe. Or just getting into summer, I believe. Yeah. So, but yeah, this one's so much fun. Moose, Ace Austin. Uh-oh. Tracy yelling at one of the cats for something. Oh, hey, thank God she's not yelling at me. Chris Saban, this is part of the big Chris Saban Moose rivalry, I believe. Sami Callahan just looked like $1 million, but Ace Austin, my God. Hey, Ace Austin just won. Congrats to him. He won the AAW Heritage Championship. That was an amazing match. An amazing match. Him, Trey Miguel. No, not Trey Miguel. Oh, damn. Who is it? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Rohit Raju was in it. Hakeem Zayn and the young goat. He's an MLW. I can see him. I just can't think of his damn name. But anyways, amazing match. But yeah, congrats to him. Thanks to the Below the Belt shot by Mean Gia Miller. Oh yeah, she was in there too. Yeah, that was great. Hakeem saying, what a way to start the year. Mrs. Jaybone yells at the cat. Well, I still got a half an hour to go, so hopefully things will settle down a little bit. Just a little bit. Myron Reed. Thank you, Bell's boy. Damn, I could not think of his name. Great wrestler. He really is. Decent hip-hop guy, too. I've heard some of his hip hop stuff. It's on SoundCloud. SoundCloud, I think so. A lot of those guys doing some kind of music. But yeah, Ace Austin wins this one. Good stuff. X Division Championship match. This was the match of the night for me personally for this event. Match of the night. Jake something going against Josh Alexander, who was at this time the new X Division champion. This was it was amazing. Knock down, drag out, balls to the wall. They didn't pull any punches. This was just strong style, just kick-ass strong style wrestling. They took each other to the limit. Josh Alexander was just a little bit better here. Right around the same time, I don't remember if it was right before this or right after this. I think it was right before this, during the summer, that Josh Alexander and Jake something had a 20-minute, either a 20-minute or half an hour. I think it was 20 minutes. 20-minute no contest match. Nobody won, but it was so hard hitting and just absolutely insane of a match. And I don't remember what show it was, but it was AAW. It was during the summer, the summer of violence. I don't know. They had so many shows this year. They had so many shows. Oh my God. Chi-Town was just rocking this year. But yeah, so Josh Alexander wins this one. And but barely. It feels like he barely won this one. Could have went either way. And it really showed how good. I mean, there's hardcore fans of Jake something that see him on the indies for what he's worth and what he does with other people. But it's not on a grand scale. It's, only so many people see what he really can do on TV, because more people worldwide, but not as many people in America. You know what I mean? But he's had some of these X Division matches, like when he had that open challenge one at one of these other kind of shows with Rohit Raju. Oh, amazing. And he's so good. And he just needs that little extra, like something. I don't know if it's like promo work or what it is, but he just needs a little fine tuning, and he can really get to that next level, in my opinion. Meow, meow, meow. That's how I feel too. That's right, Anna. That's right. We don't have that soundbite anymore. At least I don't think we do. Do we? Let me quick look here. No, I think we got rid of Jimmy Jacobs. We got rid of Jimmy Jacobs. Sorry, we got this one.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Pathetic.
He's fat!
All right. That's enough sound bites. Had to get a couple in there. What are you calling fat? No. All right. But yeah, amazing match. Match of the night, like I said, for me, Josh Alexander versus Jake something. Just holy crap, so good. That was about halfway through the show. Then we had Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywald versus Trey Miguel and Melena. Now, this one, you know, coming off of that last match, it's like, I felt like if this match was maybe after a different match, it would have hit different, but like, I really just could not get into this one after that match. Anna, who booked this shit? Yeah, there we go. Trey Miguel and Melena versus Matthew Raywald and Deonna Purrazzo. This is, I believe, this is right after Matthew debuted. I think this is right after Matthew debuted. Oh, Anna, dude, talking about my life. Who booked this shit? Let's see. Oh man. I mean, it was fun. It was comical to see the reaction, little things between Melena and Trey, because Trey was all, I don't know, for lack of better words, Twitter-pated with Melena because of her reputation in the industry. And I mean that on a positive note, just that she was gorgeous and you should do the splits. I don't think she's more known for her charisma than her wrestling skills. Although I'd have to go back and see some of her wrestling matches. I'm sorry, I can't think of any off the top of my head. You know, Trey was acting like a little, schoolboy, hot for teacher, you know. But this was before the NWA pay-per-view where Melena was supposed to wrestle Deonna Purrazzo. So this was the precursor to that. The thing is, it didn't help that because this match was supposed to help promote that, but Matthew Raywald pinned Melena. So that doesn't help the oh, crazy. So, Terrence says Melena is so fire. Well, excuse me. She is attractive. I will say that. But there's a couple points in this match where it just, I don't know. Her wrestling with Deonna Purrazzo just felt clunky. Just, and that's not a knock on Deonna Purrazzo. So I think you get my picture. But I certainly respect Melena for all she's done in the wrestling industry. She just did not help this match or this feud in my professional podcasting opinion. There, see, I got it in there. But Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywald win this one. Like I said, Matt pins Melena. I mean, I got the psychology of it because the whole psychology, like during this match, was Matt was really like digging into Melena as in trying to cut her down. The whole psychology of you're not worth facing Deonna Purrazzo. She's up here, you're down here. That whole psychology. So I got that. But then usually after a whole match of that, you would have thought that Melena would have taken the win going into NWA, but that's not how they booked this one. But whatever, I digress. So, fun. Just after Jake versus Josh, it was just kind of left me kind of we got the Impact Tag Team title match, 3-way, Good Brothers versus VBD, represented by Rhino and Joe Doring, Big Bad Joe, Rich Swann, and Willie Mack is the third team. This was a lot of fun. This is one of those things where, once again, everybody gets their shit in, you know. A lot of fun to see the big guys like Gallows and Doring, you know, just knocking the hell out of each other. And then you throw another big guy like Willie Mack in the mix. Oh, it's just so much fun. So much fun. Rhinos does some good heel work in this match. Of course, you got Eric Young screaming obscenities at ringside, you know. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Terrence here says, I would love for Milena to be a manager in Impact. I mean, she was a good valet for like Eminem back in the day, but I don't know really what she would bring to the table now. Maybe she would, you know. And I really didn't see a lot of I didn't see all the stuff she did in NWA, so I really don't know. But I hear you. Terrence is a meat slapping match, yeah. Jason Michael here says, Jaybone, how do you feel about the Iconics getting a photographer? See, I didn't see the episode last night, so I don't know who this photographer. Well, okay, so I heard who it is, but I didn't see the segment. I didn't see the episode. I feel like that's okay. It can just add another it's okay, Jason. He says, oops, never mind. It's okay. Well, because I watched the review of Bill and Alicia talking about it, so that spoiled it for me. But I'm not complaining about that. It's that's my own fault. No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not upset. Jay Vidal, that's his name. Thank you, Terrence. He says it was hilarious. Yeah, I'll have to check out the segment. I'm sure they'll post it up on YouTube or whatever. Anna says, that was fun. Okay, there you go. There you go. So, now this is the same one that got clobbered by Jonah a few weeks ago or something like that. So, I don't know, something like that. Good. He got clobbered by someone. I think it was Jonah. Excuse me. Oof. The hot cocoa is thick. My goodness. All right. We're just choking. Oh, I'm all right. Terrence says it's on YouTube. Okay. I'll go check it out. That is the same guy that got beat by Jonah. All right. Vegas guy. So yeah, it's, do I think that, I mean, maybe they were impressed with him, so they're going to give him a bit part in part of this feud, and they'll keep him with the Iconics for a few months, few weeks. I don't know. But yeah, I'll watch the segment. I will be the judge of that. No, we'll see. It sounds like fun. Let's see. So yeah, Good Brothers retain here. Like I said, meat slapping match, a lot of fun. Impact World Title match, the main event, and this is just. I mean, it was good. How do I say this? Like, I love what Brian Myers is doing in this company. I would have loved to see him get a world championship match, but not against Christian. Christian is one of those guys that I was a fan of his, like, back in the day, but now, like, I'm glad he came back to wrestling. Don't get me wrong. I'm so happy that he's, after 7 years gone or 8 years or whatever it was, and he's and he's back and he's champ. Like, and I dug the match between him and Kenny Omega. It was a little odd that he won the Impact Championship on the debut of Rampage, if you guys remember that. And then on the next episode, CM Punk came in. So yeah, you can see how much stuff has happened since then. It's kind of like, oh my God, it's crazy. Wrestling's just been wild the last 5 months. But I had the same opinion as so many others that I wanted an Impact guy to beat Kenny Omega, and that never happened. We never got that as Impact fans, even though they kind of made Christian Cage an Impact guy to pass the torch to, or not really pass the torch, just to hand the title over to. Because he's not really doing much else, I mean, he's doing this thing with Jurassic Express, which he's, odds are that he turns on Jurassic Express and goes heel. Yes, Mayor, I said CM Punk. Your favorite and mine. Just kidding. I know you don't like him. I just couldn't get excited about this match, I mean, they had a good match. I just wasn't excited about it. And I was never a fan of Christian's finisher. Like, no matter how bad you beat the guy down, his unprettier, I don't care who does it. His unprettier, that finisher is always going to be in my top 3, like, worst finishers of all time. Just finishers that I don't like. I just never bought it. To me, the finisher just looks ridiculous. I just don't like it. Doesn't, I don't know. Just trying to compare it to something else. Compare it to, I don't know, compare it to anything. I just don't like it. But Christian Cage successfully defends here. And like I said, it was a good match. And Sam Bill's at ringside, so that adds a little. That certainly added some comedy to it. That was a lot of fun. Anna says, I think it's dumb with Christian and Jurassic Express. I mean, I like it that he's with them, but it's just one of those things that you're not turning on AEW to watch that, Like, you're not turning on. Like, I love Jungle Boy and I love Luchasaurus, but I'm not turning on the show to watch those 3 together, if you catch what I mean. Now, if it ends up going that Christian turns on Jungle Boy and they feud to eventually put over Jungle Boy, then I'm all for it. Then I will absolutely, then that is something I will turn on the show for, But I've also missed the last few weeks of AEW. Hopefully Sam. Yeah, Anna says I miss Sam Beal. I miss him too. Hopefully he comes back in the new year. And I mean, he's a guy that you could really is one of those homegrown talents. That is one thing that Impact Wrestling is damn good at. is making homegrown talents. How many have they made over the years? And then they go off to, we'll just say, greener pastures. For those listening on audio, I'm using my quote fingers for greener pastures because it ain't always green over there. We're gonna hire you, and 6 months later, we're gonna fire you. Or let's see, where's that soundbite here? Good old soundbite I was just thinking of where to go.
Hold on, calm down, just breathe.
No, it's not that one. It's not that. It's this one.
It's like, I'm going to be nice to your face, and then I'll go bury you behind your back.
That's the one. Oh, my mug is empty. Well, that just means that it's time to crack this open. Good old Smirnoff Ice. They usually come back. I hope he does. Kevin says, it looks like they're starting off with a bang with Hard to Kill. Yeah, they absolutely are. Absolutely. Yeah, where's Sam Beal? I don't know where he is. They kind of wrote him off television with the whole attack and the ambulance and whatever they all did with him. All right, so we're going to try one of these. Actually, did I have one of these? I think I had one of these. Yeah, these are yummy. Ooh. This is strawberry lemon. Tastes like strawberry lemonade. Ooh, that's tasty. Good stuff. Oh, Sam got hurt. What, like, is he like legit hurt? So I didn't hear about injuries or anything. All right, 10 minutes till New Year's on this part of the country. Yes, 10 minutes left. Kevin says, I've been reading people saying the card looks great. Other people say they haven't watched it in a long time and will check it out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is one thing that they always, well, almost always, 9 out of 10 times, I'd say, will always put on a damn good pay-per-view show. I'd say Impact is one of the most consistent wrestling companies as far as pay-per-view cards this year. And that's including the little ones in between. I'm not going to start talking about the throwback throwdown. I got 5 minutes into that. Turned it off. Their audio issues were unbearable, in my opinion. In my personal podcasting opinion, it just really just soured it for me. You know, I just couldn't. Oh, he looked hurt, Anna said. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue what happened to him. So, wow, it's hard to believe I've been live for like an hour and a half. Doesn't feel like an hour and a half, but you guys just make it fun. I've been itching to come back and get into the swing of things again and start doing this on a regular basis. Excited for it. So yeah, watch for the AAW review over on Smash This Podcast of Unstoppable. we'll get that going in the next couple days. And then we'll try to get back into the regular swing of things between Smash and TNI. Kevin says, what ROH stars do you think Impact will get? Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Well, okay, so we know that, excuse me, my goodness. We know that they just added Chris Saban versus Jonathan Gresham for the Ring of Honor Championship at Hard to Kill. And apparently Jonathan Gresham is like going from like indie to indie to indie all over the place. And defending the ROH title. I think that's amazing. That's good stuff. Do I think Jonathan Gresham is going to come and stay with Impact? No, unfortunately not. His loyalty lies with Ring of Honor. And I give him a lot of credit. I give him a lot of credit because other people are just jumping ship. Brody King and Jay Lethal looks like they already signed with AEW. Jay Lethal's been on TV. Brody King has yet to debut, but I've heard that he's the next guy who's going to show up with Aleister Black. So that'll be interesting to see how they debut him. And then the women's champ, Roxy, is going to wrestle Deonna Purrazzo the week after or the episode after Hard to Kill on regular Impact Wrestling programming. Can't wait for that. So I think there's a decent chance that Roxy will stay unless she's going to drop the title on Impact Television and then go somewhere else. She's been seen at WWE for a tryout within the last few weeks. So I have not heard any news regarding that as far as how did it go? Is she going? Did she get accepted? Did she get an offer? You know, I have not heard anything. It's just that she was seen there. Let's pop them in. It's Bill on the road. What's up, Bill?
Jay.
What's up? Happy New Year, dude.
I'm just walking out of the venue now. How's Emergence going?
Oh, it went great. It went great. I did it solo, but
so now we're just talking about some news bits.
Yeah, just covering some news. Yeah, just doing some questions here. Waiting for the new year to ring in here in about 4 minutes. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it rung in here a little while ago. The first match of 2022 here at GCW. Little death match wrestling right after midnight. So just walking out of the venue right now.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I'll definitely. I don't know if we do the old Sunday dinner. I'll go over some details.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know who was on that card, but yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, definitely some good talent, X Division type guys, a lot of young guys on the show.
Nice. Well, you just make sure you drive home safe, buddy.
Yeah. So I'll check in. My guess is you'll probably be finished up by the time I'm back, but I'll check in. But Happy New Year, everybody, and I'll be seeing you later.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill. Take care, man.
All right. See ya.
That is Bill on the road. Kevin says Roxy is younger than Impact. Yes, she is. She's young. But yeah, that was Front Row Bill. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah. Jonathan Gresham's defending it around the country like in the territory days. Exactly. I don't know. Some of the like groups would be cool. Like I'm hearing stuff about Bennett and Mrs. Bennett, you know. Might be showing up, Maria Kanellis and her husband Michael Bennett. I'm all for that. I like them together. I didn't like their first run, but I'm still a fan, you know. I hope he brings Taven because Matt Taven's amazing, great talent. Reminds me of like a more experienced Ace Austin almost, and I mean that as a compliment. Oh yeah, less than 2 minutes to go. Shane Taylor, along with his crew, that'd be great. I can't think of who his tag team guys were, Khan and someone else or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, Briscoes are pretty much set for AEW. They've been feuding pretty heavy with FTR. FTR showed up at Final Battle, so that's a kind of a given. But yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing a few. Khan and Moses. Oh, thanks, Bellboy. But yeah, I'd like to see a few of the Ring of Honor gals too. Hey, thanks for the bits, Buckshot. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Party. Kevin says AEW is too many people. Yeah, I mean, they got a great roster. They have a lot of talent. They just can't feature them all, you know? So they get a bunch of people stuck on Dark. But that's a great thing about rotating them. You can do that. Oh, it is the new year. Happy New Year. Hang on. Jaybone, be right back. Gotta wish the missus a happy New Year. Kiss the missus. Gotta kiss the missus. Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, New Year's in the Midwest. Thank you, Cody. Mr. Truck from Saskatchewan. Say that 10 times really fast. Much love, Truck. Much love. Stay safe. I saw your spread of stuff on all the snacks and stuff that you're having for New Year's, and on the Discord. Looks great, man. Looks great. Too many tag teams. Yeah. But they have, I'd say for like the roster of tag teams, it's an amazing group of tag teams. It really is. Some of the newer tag teams they're getting is just phenomenal. But that's the thing. You can't feature them all. So you get ones that get lost in the sauce. Thank you, Justin. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year, Terrence. Much love. Oh, Anna says, hey, Chuck, thanks for the package. Yes, see, his family loves you. His family loves you, Anna. Yeah. So he sent her a little goodie package from up north there. Hey, says I want Willow Nightingale in Impact. Yes, she is great. That match that she had with Roxy, that was amazing. That was amazing. True showing of her talent. And her stuff that she did on WoW as eye candy was a lot of fun too. Yeah, Willow would be great. I can't think of her name. Something Elise, Miranda Elise, or something like that. The redhead. I've got an autographed picture of her. I should know who she is, but I just haven't seen a lot of her stuff. Critical Sting. Looks like I'm late. Happy New Year, Critical Sting. This is where Jaybone gets sloppy. No, I'm kidding. No, I'll be all right. Thank you, Bell's boy. Miranda Elise. I was right. At least I think I was right. I don't know. It's getting a little fuzzy. Yeah, that's about it. Silas, I love Silas Young, Milwaukee guy, my neck of the woods. I love him to go to Impact Wrestling. I feel like he would fit in, He had an amazing match last night with, who the hell did he wrestle? Was it Manders? He was messing with Manders. Juice Robinson. Thanks, Critical Sting. I just read that. Yeah, that was that was one of the best matches of the night. Juice Robinson versus Silas Young. Man, give me a singles run for Juice Robinson and Impact Wrestling, please. Nothing against his tag team partner, but man. Who else? I'd love to see. Now this is AAW talk, but I would love to see Russ Jones in Impact Wrestling. So, because he clobbered Coda Jacobs in a match last night, and that's actually the second time in a few weeks that I've seen him do that, because at Blizzard Brawl, Coda Jacobs was in the middle of the ring shooting his mouth off, and then Russ Jones came and just kicked the crap out of him, finished him off in like 10 seconds or whatever it was. So that's like the second time in like a month I've seen Coda Jacobs and Russ Jones get into it. So that was great. That was great. No complaints there. Poor Coda Jacobs. Couldn't go back to OVW, brother. Oh, man. But yeah, that AAW show, I should be reviewing it within the next couple days on Smash This Podcast. Tremendous show. Great way for them to end the year. Yes, Anna, Silas would fit in VBD. Really would. Truly would. Now that Rhino's like out, they should get Silas, because, man, truly one of the most dangerous groups in Impact Wrestling. You think about it. You think about the amount of veteran talent in that group. All the guys, veterans, of the squared circle. Oh yeah, that's a topic. Happy New Year, Bobby. Happy New Year. Much love. Anna's a fan of Russ Jones too. Cool. Oh, Critical Sting says, please tell me Josh was just selling his knee. I hope so too, because that's going to really mess up the pay-per-view if he wasn't. But that main event versus Ruby Soho was amazing. Really was. So Bell's Boy here asks, do you feel Juice Robinson's girlfriend Toni Storm could show up in Impact, Jaybone? I think there's a good chance. I really do. Just got a text from a brother from another mother, my buddy Dino. Sorry, typing this out. Okay. Sorry about the long dramatic pause. Yeah, I think Toni Storm would absolutely fit with the great knockouts talent that, you know, the great amount of women that we have in Impact Wrestling. Absolutely. I don't know how you screw up a call up to the main roster like that, but there's been how many screw ups as far as calls up to the main roster that they just toss. They just toss, you know, budget cuts. No. This one, she actually asked for her release, and they were like, yeah, see ya. So gone are the days of, can I get my release? No, we're going to let you sit and stew. Buckshot Kid. Oh, did the Twitch like disappear? I see the Stream Elements thing here. Oh, we must have lost Twitch. Thanks, Twitch. Jeez. I guess Twitch is starting out the year a little scummy. Bobby says, I would like to see Jody Threat get an opportunity to wrestle in Impact Wrestling. She's my favorite. She's my favorite wrestler. Wow. I've only seen her a couple times. Like I saw her a few months ago for a AAW show, and then I saw her at some show. I think it was a show that Ethan Page was running at one of his like indie shows like a long time ago. Like, I feel like one of his shows probably had her on it on the Impact Plus app, but I don't even know if his stuff is still on there. I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. But yeah, so I mean, what I've seen, I haven't seen a lot of her stuff, but she's for what I've seen, she's good. And I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, Ring of Honor's got so much talent. They really do. It's a shame. I mean, I hope they come back real strong next, summer or spring, whatever, But we'll have to see. It's, I mean, they really need they need someone who's going to invest time and money and resources into the company. They don't have that. So yeah, any other questions? I'm not going to stay on here all night. I don't think I'm going to get any more visitors from the TNI crew, which is fine. You know, they all got plans. I just, you know, Jaybone doesn't have a life, so I just we'll just podcast all night. No, I'll stay on here for a while. I don't want to get annihilated or nothing. I don't want to embarrass myself or the podcast. But apparently Twitch is already doing that. Thanks, Twitch. Jiminy Christmas. Cody says, I'll hang out with you. Come on in. Come on in. I gave just because I shared the link in the Facebook chat. You just got to scroll up a little bit. If you need it, I'll send it again, but come on in. You've done good tonight, Shapo. I was really looking forward to this. Thanks, man. Thanks. Bobby says, I would like to see Alexia Nicole get another opportunity to wrestle on Impact Wrestling. She's a great fit for Impact. Well, yeah, she was on, a couple years ago when they were touring up in Canada. It's hard to think that was actually a couple of years ago, but yeah. But yeah, she was good. You know, we saw her in a handful of matches. You bet, Terrence. Love you back. Much love, brother. Hey, thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. Cheers. Here, I was going to talk about this, and then I decided to take a break. This is something that I saw. Now, this isn't really Impact related, but it's just, you know, it's news that's out there. Jeff Hardy, right after he got released, did a solo tour, like an acoustic club tour. Like he had a guitarist and it was just him singing. And let's see, what was he singing? He was singing, I saw some videos on YouTube, just look it up. He sang, it's like the first date he did was in Milwaukee, and it ticked me off. I was like, oh man. But I know I was live that night. It was one of the last shows I did before I took my break. But I just didn't have the money either. But Rough Riders for life, right, Terrence? Thanks, Bells boy. Much love. He did Alice in Chains, Nutshell? I think that's the name of the song. He did some other similar song. Like I think he did like Johnny Cash Hurt. Like, you know, he did his theme song that he sings on. Hey, it's Truck. What's up?
Happy New Year, bud. Cheers.
Happy New Year. It's
Happy New Year,
Truck,
chat.
ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining, dude.
So how was Emergence?
Oh, Emergence is fun. A lot of fun. It was.
Which show was that? I don't even remember, because that was the Lost review, right? That one never got covered.
That was, yeah. And it was just one of those things, kind of like during the holidays, where just none of us could get together and do it that weekend. We all had stuff going on. I had family stuff. Trent probably had an AAW show. Bill
He had an AA meeting. What?
No. Yeah, Trent had a rough summer. No.
The important thing is that you get the help that you need. You know, there's no shame. There's no shame. Tony's probably paying for those meetings too.
Right. Totally. Yeah. Tony could probably use some of that himself. But
I see Critical Sting in the chat. I presume we're not discussing that topic. Sting, what topic do you mean, bud? Clarify, elaborate.
No, we already discussed that enough.
Oh, I missed that
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, or I guess maybe not if you watch his pattern of behavior over the last year or so. Yeah. Disappointing still, but
it's New Year's. He's and this is not me defending him, but I'm just guessing that he's already had a few too many cocktails and lines of whatever was on the mirror, you know, when he typed that out earlier today. So yeah.
Look at Hakeem in the chat here. He's got to head out because he's got a chat with his girlfriend. He's flexing on us, Jay.
He is.
We are talking about wrestling on. Well, it's 20 after 12 here in Saskatchewan.
You know, Hakeem hasn't done that in a while. He used to do that all the time when we were live. Yeah, he used to be like, sorry, guys, I got to go. My
girlfriend needs me.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to do that all the time. He hasn't done that in a long time. It's been a long time since he's done that. No, we love you, Hakeem. Go spend some time with your girl. It's all good.
Before you go, Hakeem, when's your first article of 2022? When is it coming out? Maybe he's already left.
No, he's still here. Hopefully. Because he usually drops that in there.
He should. He hasn't left yet.
If he hasn't, he probably put it up on his Twitter.
I wish I could, Truck. Justin, why can't you get in here? I threw together this shit. You see my China cabinet behind me? This isn't a professional operation here. We're just making shit up as we go. Get your Nokia 5150 out and get in here. Get in the studio. Yeah, I missed that phone. If I still had that phone, I'd be using that phone.
I don't think that phone had a camera that was worth talking about.
You know, I don't remember. You're probably right. It was indestructible, though.
It was. They don't make them like that no more.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, Truck, what did you all have for your New Year's spread tonight? And what's in the cup? What are you sipping on tonight?
I have some delicious mead.
Oh,
there's a couple of apiaries actually here in Saskatchewan now, right there. It's not just this one place anymore. There's a few different ones. Yeah, and there's one actually right here in Moose Jaw. So the fantastic thing is it's really good and it's super cheap. So
really?
Yeah, it's good stuff. And then what did I have tonight? I had a variety of cheeses.
Oh, cheese. Love
a variety of vegetarian proteins, a lot of fruit, some vegetables. We got some fudge.
Oh.
We put a pretty good dent in it, but I think we're done for the night. But I do have to finish this bottle.
Was it homemade fudge?
The only thing that was homemade here actually was the vegetarian meatballs. I don't really like to cook a heck of a lot on New Year's. I just get stuff and put together, finger food plates.
Oh, that's
just so I can graze for 5 or 6 hours.
There you go. That's what I did on Christmas. I was grazing on cookies before a homemade Chinese dinner. That was.
This will be the last batch of sweets I get for a while because definitely indulged. I made homemade eggnog for the first time this year.
Oh,
that was fantastic. Yeah, that was
good.
Fantastic. It was a bit of work. It took about a full day's prep, so you don't get to have it right away. But it was worth the time.
I love me some eggnog. Of course, I'd just go to the store and buy some. But Anna says, "Am I the only sober person here?" Well, I'm next to
Mead is very mild. Mead is very mild, Anna. So you can indulge.
See, now my son-in-law, Tracy's son, Mrs. Jaybone. Her son brought over some. Yeah, her son brought over some homemade mead for, was it Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving. He didn't make it over to Christmas because of the darn panini. Yeah, so he made this mead, but it was just like one really big, like the size of a 40 ounce. So
Okay,
we all had a small glass of it, but it was like a ridiculous proof of, like most beers are like what 4 or 5%. This was like 15%. It was like, oh dear God.
It's like wine. Yeah, I think that's about what this is, 14 or 15. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was tasty. I mean, I've never had it before, but it was all right for like never having a mead before for something homemade like that. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I checked it out.
I really like it, and they have a lot of varieties because it's all about what sorts of flower or plant the bees were pollinating while making their honey. So this is just the traditional, the straight honey. But also earlier this evening we had haskip. I don't know if you have haskips growing down where you are, but they're a type of berry. They're maybe about that big, and they're kind of oval shaped.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're really good, really tart. Very expensive to buy all on their own.
Oh, okay.
Because they only grow wild, and the bushes are really thorny, aren't they, dear?
Yeah.
So they're a real pain. If you want to go picking them, you got to wear gloves or you get ripped up. Yeah,
Nice.
But they're real good.
Nice. Hey, Mrs. Jaybone is in the chat. What is up, babe?
Mrs. Jaybone.
Yes.
You got to change her name though. It's Tracy Hafer.
It's
It's got to be Mrs. Jaybone or Madam J.
Right.
If you want to be fancy. You want to be a fancy pants.
Madam J. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to help out.
Anna says, I can't drink recovering alcoholic. And it had honey, not so. It had honey, so not
vegan.
Oh, okay.
I also made cider tonight.
All respect Anna. All respect Anna because I've had that in my family, so I can completely respect that.
You can have my cider. I made apple cranberry cider too.
That sounds delicious.
It was really good. Yeah, put a pretty good dent in that too. Yeah.
So what else are you doing this weekend, Truck?
Just enjoying my last few days off. I'm going to start work again here on Monday.
Okay.
Do a few things over the weekend to just get set up, but mostly just relax and enjoy this last little bit of time off.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Don't have any teaching lined up for this semester, so just going to be working on my own projects, which is okay. I always forget how much work it is until those last 3 or so weeks of the semester hit, and it all comes at me real heavy, and it's all that I'm doing every day. So glad to be done again.
Oh, I hear you. So does that mean you're going to be on the podcast more?
I can be. Yeah, if you would like the company, I can be.
Always like the company. It's a especially the last few weeks has been a rotating cast of characters. So.
Over the holidays, yeah. And I was glad that they didn't really do a heck of a lot. Like these last 2 weeks, I haven't seen the episodes. With the best of shows, I figured, I got other stuff going on. It's basically a clip show. I did see, though, that Sue Young had that segment where she announced her.
Oh, yeah.
Announced her pregnancy, came out as mother. I don't know how you'd frame it, but you know what I mean. So there was something new.
She showed off the belly.
Yeah.
She did, yeah. With weird paint on it and all.
So has she had her kid already, or is it just coming up?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that wasn't clear to me.
Like everybody's saying congratulations, but she hasn't been super public until now. So, she did just put the gift. The registry. Registry. Thank you. I couldn't think what the hell you call it. I'm such a moron. Amazon.
You're not a moron, Jay. You're a professional podcaster. You're running on fumes at this point of the evening.
Professional podcaster. Having my second drink of the night.
Cheers. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers. Happy New Year. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Su Yung does. Obviously, she's going to be gone for a bit longer. I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm a little worried because she zapped or put a spell. I don't know what you really call it. She hit Kimberly and Lauren, Brandy Lauren with the death ray or whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm a little worried, I mean, something that I don't think a lot of fans know about Brandy Lauren, and I'm going to try to say this in the most respectful way so I don't get myself in trouble, but she is beautiful.
Oh yeah, she's a gorgeous woman. Yeah.
She is absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
So to see her like without the makeup on Impact Wrestling television would be a joy for fans.
Respectfully. Yeah, clear my throat here. It's getting warm.
I'm gonna get fired.
Nobody can fire you. You already fired Trent. Who fires you? Is Mrs. Jaybone still in the chat?
Oh crap, she probably is. Love you, honey. But yeah, I don't know what happens to Kimberly, and I don't know what happens to Brandy Lauren. I hope this isn't Impact Wrestling writing them off. Obviously you can only keep that going so long. We don't know how much longer Su Yung is going to be off television. I mean, she's been on TV this whole time pregnant. I mean, she's not wrestling, but she still has had some kind of presence. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, dude?
It really depends on how much they already have in the can, because you'd have to think that because she's announced it now she's gone. She's on her mat leave.
Right.
The kid is imminent, so she's done. Up until this point, Kimber and Brandy haven't really had personalities independent of Sue pushing the narrative forward. So unless they recorded a whole bunch of stuff to that effect, I would kind of expect Kimber and Brandy to be released from their thraldom, or however you want to phrase it, which would also be kind of weird because it seems like they only just became Undead Bridesmaid, Kimber especially, because it was such a big deal when she came out as being part of that clique, part of that circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, on both of their part, I would hope that this wouldn't mean that they're gone altogether, because we're only just now bringing some new knockouts in. If these two leave, then that's another two that we have to fill in, and neither one of those are finished in terms of what their contribution could be. Kimber especially.
Oh, right.
Kimber's like one of those hands that you put in the ring with anybody, and you are confident that you're going to get a good 5 to 10 minutes out of them. And I feel like she's never really had a program of her own. She's always been attached to somebody else. I remember for the longest time she was Tiana's tag along, and now she's been Sue's tag along. She's never been just Kimberly, whoever that is. So I hope she gets a chance to tell us who that is.
Yeah, we'll see. And I want the chat to chime in here too. What do you think is going to happen to the undead bridesmaids, or whatever you want to call them? The undead. I don't know. I was trying to think of something else, something snappy to call them, but it would just end.
Well, that is what they are, aren't they? It's just the two of them. They're the undead bridesmaids.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, and we got Bill.
Hey,
Bill with his party shirt on.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Bill.
Bill, where are you? You were at a show, I'm guessing.
Yes, I was at GCW in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Very good. First, it started at 8 p.m. our time. A women's match closed at about 10 of midnight here. Then they did a little rap battle. and then did the countdown. Second gear crew celebrated in the ring.
Rap.
Oh yeah, the MLJ. He's like a rapper too. So they did a rap battle with a rapper. Then there was a death match. G Raver.
At midnight. First match 2022 is the death match. That's fucking on brand, eh?
G Raver got the win over Akira. But good match.
How do you ring in the new year? I'm gonna die.
Let's get some blood going.
Definitely.
I'm gonna ring in the new year with 3 pints of negative A. I don't know what the fuck.
There you go.
Keep St. John's at ringside. Get them right up close because we're gonna need them. Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's having a good new year here in the chat. Truck, good to see you here. I don't know when you jumped in. I know it was a solo bone when I saw him a little earlier.
Like 10 minutes ago, maybe. Yeah, he's been, and it was 2 hours, I think, by the time I jumped in. So he's been giving her. Yeah. So kudos.
You had that
to him.
itch after missing the show on Thursday, Jack.
I did. And by the way, now that you're here, I can tell you and Alicia killed it last night. You did a great job. You kept it short and sweet, but you did a great job. So thank you for holding it down.
No problem. I know. I think the last 2 weeks are perfect for those type of shows. They're almost giving us a blueprint Impact. It's like, here's what we thought were the wrestlers and matches of the year. Here's a couple new segments to whet your appetite. Last week it was more on matches. This week it was more on like that whole Su Young storyline. Crazy. I don't know if Truck, do you have an opinion on that? I don't know if you talked about that.
I only caught like the segments that were posted on Twitter. I didn't even watch the episode.
Well,
so
you don't really need to. They put everything on social media. That was after the end card, the Su Young thing, the reveal, so she takes out Brandy and Kimber and reveals the baby, the demon spawn. So real interested to see how that plays out.
So that kid's getting booked early, eh? Like he's getting the Jeff Jarrett treatment before he's even
eat your
born.
heart out.
Yeah.
Now I think I've heard it's a girl. I think.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
I think.
Now, is that the reason Rich wasn't at AAW last night? Or do we know?
Don't know. He had COVID.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hell of a time.
He had the panini sandwich special.
Panini. I'm hearing a lot of panini talk. I got a text from a big Impact fan at midnight, and thank you I know a couple people send me some messages. Thank you to everybody. But that was that they had COVID. They got it right after Christmas. Because I'm like, I hadn't heard from them in like a week. And that was why.
Oh.
It's just, it's been a tough week, 2 weeks. It feels like every day I'm talking to somebody through association that I know closely or one step removed. It's like, oh, my brother has it. My cousin has it or something. So obviously everyone, new year, continue to take care as best you can.
Year 3, guys. Welcome to year 3.
No shit, right? We couldn't have my wife's son and his wife over for Christmas because so at the time they were in, what is the phrase? They were in contact with someone who, I don't know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But now her son Aaron actually came down with the panini. But he's asymptomatic, so he's okay. So for now he's all good. So she's been talking to him like every other day, checking in on him, making sure hopefully he stays that way. But
and that's hopefully if you do sadly obviously contracted, just hopefully it's mild, get over it, get rest, drink fluids, like the old tales of like what to do when you're sick. Seems to do that. And obviously if you had the shot, it seems like those people, the ones without the shot are sadly still going to hospitals, but obviously take care as best you can.
So like I was going to schedule the booster. I just, with the holidays and everything, I just haven't done it yet, but that's something that we're planning on doing is all 3 of us, Pops, the missus and me are going to go get our booster soon. But that's the thing. Over Christmas, I've had like a cold.
Yeah.
Now from what I'm hearing now is that this new strain you just feel like you have a cold.
It's crazy when they put the symptoms up there. It's like runny nose.
It's everything.
It's the NyQuil. It's the NyQuil bottle is what they're saying it could be. Like you could still lose the smell and taste, but it's not a guarantee that means you have it like you used to. Like you could just have a cold and have it.
Now I haven't had that, but I just had I've had cold symptoms. No fever, but I had
the fever's not a guarantee anymore either. It's crazy.
I had a headache and I had allergy symptoms. So I'm like, well, shit, do I get myself tested? I'm like, it's been hanging on for a couple days, but now I'm fine, So I'm like, if I was dying, yeah, I'd go get myself tested. But now I'm I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say
are the
be
rapid
careful.
tests an option to you, Jay? Can you get rapid tests where you are? Sorry, take your time.
Swallowing.
That's
sorry.
what you said.
There you go. You hit it. I want to leave it open for you, Chuck.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that.
I can't just come in and take all the rim shots.
I have so few pleasures in this life. I'm grateful to you for just leaving me that one.
You're welcome. I know I walked into that one. They are selling them at the store.
Hey.
We got a Meyer over here.
Kev, how you doing? Happy New Year, brother.
Kevin Martin, Big Kev, what is up? Happy New Year, brother.
Kevin's going to be a big on-screen presence in the new year. He's going to be the new Scott.
Yeah,
that's
is your SAG card in the mail, Kevin, for that line you said on TV?
Did you get it at the pay window yet?
Did it? He was in a. What was it? I saw him somewhere. What was it?
Oh, what segment was it? Oh, he comes in at the end and pops open the door.
What does everybody want?
Yeah, what's everybody want? It's that with Dr. Snow. Dr. Snow.
He's taking the lunch orders. He's taking the lunch orders.
Love you, Big Kev. Randy Sam, what's up, brother? Yeah, Happy New Year's, Kev. Hope you're well where you're at, wherever you're celebrating. Probably.
Yeah, and sadly, I don't know if you talked about it, Jay, but Jason Michael here does ask a question here. Because sadly, Betty White did pass away on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, we talked about. It was one of the first things we talked about.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. So I don't know if you mentioned anything. I know any moments there, Chuck. Were you a Golden Girls fan or Betty White and any other?
I was. I watched a lot of Golden Girls when I was a kid because where I grew up in BC, we only had 2 television channels. One was CBC, and the other was CTV Calgary. And any Canadians in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about. And CBC ran Golden Girls when I got home from elementary school around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I've probably watched all of the Golden Girls. And thinking back on it, I'm pretty sure that watching that show had a direct influence on my value set over life. Because if you go back and you watch it right now, it's a very subversive, very progressive piece of television.
Wait,
it was. They covered some topics.
Oh, yeah.
Did it affect your morals the Blanche way or the other way?
Probably the Betty White way.
Okay.
Well, probably all of them, actually, because they were all such distinct and strong and well-developed characters. But
they were. I was gonna say, if you were more the Blanche direction, then we know what Truck was like.
Yeah,
fucking whore.
Obviously, you can pick many Golden Girls moments for sure. Yeah. The stuff she did with Johnny Carson, hilarious. I definitely checked that out on YouTube and stuff. Back in his early run, very funny. And even later, when she did that Snickers commercial, playing football. They tackle her and they're like, Snickers.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
She was on Community too. If there's any Community fans in the chat, she did a few episodes with them. She was really good too.
She never lost it. Never lost it.
No, never did.
I'm gonna let you guys chat about her for a minute. I'm gonna step out for a minute and I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
All right.
You guys hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
I came to keep you company, Jay.
I know.
What the hell are you doing?
Well,
I don't have any control over any of this.
I'm getting some more hot cocoa. I'll be right.
Hot cocoa, my ass, hot cocoa.
Well, poor Jay there. He was there for. I think he probably lost track of time. He didn't realize he was there so long. Like
I was surprised he was
on
on
all
so
these
long.
times. I jumped in. I left the show and I got on my phone real quick and I saw him there. He acted like he was about to get off, and that was like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But typical Jay, which is fine. I figured as much because usually we're on there with the reaction show and then the review. We're there for 5-6 hours every Thursday.
And the review always goes longer than the actual show you're reviewing.
It does.
So that makes sense because Emergence was a special, and that was about 3 hours, if I remember right.
It was. So it does make sense. So this is the infamous Emergence review. What did everyone think? What did everyone remember about Emergence?
Nothing.
It's been a while.
I couldn't remember what had happened in the year.
Well, it's interesting because that is one of those early ones. They were filming in front of fans again, but it was over multiple nights. Now they're getting more to the live Impact Plus specials again, but they're not all, because I know everyone, and even Dirt Sheets, Fake Wrestling News, is running with, they don't think there's a Impact Plus pay-per-view in January because they didn't announce one yet. But I bet you there is. They just are going to tape it. Probably maybe starting in Dallas. It's either going to be Dallas or it'll be the Fort Lauderdale tapings. But I have a feeling they're going to tape.
Really early.
It's early.
Right?
It's early.
It's the first weekend, I think. Or the second weekend.
I guess it's crazy, is it?
Is it a week from today? It's the 8th. It's 1 week from today.
It's coming up so quick. It's crazy.
So we get a go-home show and then a pay-per-view. Wow.
Go-home show Thursday, which we got a little tease on a couple of the matches. We know it's Mercedes Martinez, where'd you come from, versus
I'm
Diana.
glad she's back. Yeah, she grabbed my attention immediately. That chick is legit. That chick beat the shit out of you. Yeah, I'm glad to see her back.
But do you know what happened with her?
No.
Mercedes?
No.
Am I dropping a bomb on you right now?
You're dropping a bomb on me right now. Yeah, what happened?
She signed with AEW on Wednesday and then she cut that promo on Impact on Thursday because it was in the can.
Well, so she's gone. Know what's happening on the 8th. Fuck me.
She's gone. Mercedes is gone. But we're getting Masha debuting as well on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll have her. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure.
You couldn't wait like 2 fucking weeks, Tony.
It almost felt like there was something to that, to be the night before and pull the Rick Rude the next night. Strange timing of it.
I can't believe he's stupid. You know, out of everything else, I can't believe he's stupid.
Yeah, I can believe he's a lot of things, but stupid, probably not.
Yeah, no, that was either on purpose or just we don't care because they don't count. And really, I think that was the story of the whole relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the Kenny stuff was great. I'm always with Don. It was more so a Kenny relationship with Impact. Yeah. But hey, Daniels, Kazarian, all them showing up was fantastic. Take it. Truck has a question for you. Kevin, I'm sorry, Truck. Kevin has a question for you. What is the law on fireworks where you live?
That's a good, actually, kind of an interesting question, Kevin, because I'm a policy and politics and governance nerd. They're really heavily regulated, except on the First Nations reserves. You guys would call them Indian bands, Indian band reserves. There are no regulations, basically. So if you want the lame fireworks, you go to the co-op here in town and pay $50 and get a couple of Roman candles. If you want like the serious shit, you go to one of the First Nations gas stations and they get the stuff that's come across the border from the States, which you can't buy anywhere else. And like, you guys are setting off, fucking pipe bombs in your backyard. And
yeah, it's gotten serious. I remember when I was a kid pretty much. And like when we were like on vacation in like Florida, it'd be like, my dad would be like, oh, there's a fireworks store. We get real stuff. But now it's like you can get it everywhere, every state. Like maybe you have to go across an easy state line, but you can kind of get them everywhere now. It's kind of crazy. The amount of firepower you can get for holidays.
Put Kevin's remark up in the chat.
Well, to be fair, Kevin, I think a lot of our fireworks stands are in front of gas stations, but there's now big stores. Like there's stores like in like New Jersey's known for being big with fireworks compared to Pennsylvania. You cross the border immediately as you like cross that line, 2 fireworks stations at each corner.
Really?
Like 2
Wow.
big, like massive stores of fireworks.
Kevin, I have a question for you, since this is upsetting you so much, and really, possibly you're not wrong to be concerned about selling explosives at a gas station. Do you guys have combination gas stations and drive-through liquor stores? Is that a thing?
I think it depends on the state.
Yeah? Okay.
Kev can
That's a
answer
thing
that
all
better.
over Alberta, and I've never seen it anywhere else. Yeah.
But
What
I
a
feel like I
coaching-
have seen them in some states.
Yeah.
I will not
I
say
always
the
thought
states.
that was a bad combination. Gas station and drive-through liquor store. Yeah, and like really, really well-stocked liquor store too. We're not just talking about, black ice and.
I was going to say, Kevin,
Yeah,
I knew
Tennessee.
I saw them in
Okay.
Tennessee, and I know that's where you're at, but I wanted you to do one to confirm it. I didn't go through it personally. It does seem like they're more, I'll say, in the South than they are up north, from what I see. Oh, and then let me just put, since I mentioned Masha showing up on Thursday. Masha.
Can't wait.
She's going to kill everybody.
Kevin, when's Max coming in? Mash is going to kill everybody. When's Max going to come in and kill everybody? Tell me.
Max
Reveal
the
your
Impaler.
secrets. Max the Impaler.
Well, here's another thing you may not have heard there, Truck, but interesting that you didn't bring it up. Iceman Intel was more Ring of Honor people coming. Who do you think
bring
it
a
could
whole
be?
roster, in my opinion.
Well, I don't think they have enough room without at least one TV show more. But,
do a super card, 6 hours long. Like it was
I love a
back in
good
the
super
day.
card.
Yeah, do a real super card. Let's get some sort of War Games match going on. 3 rings surrounded by a cage.
Dear
Each ring
God.
surrounded by a smaller cage. Yeah.
So let's see. Welcome back, Jaybone.
No trouble.
Thank you. I'm in a lot of trouble because apparently Mrs. Jaybone heard what I said.
Oh, what would you say?
About she's a beautiful, charming, unique woman who enriches your life in ways that you did not expect, could not imagine.
No, I did not say that.
I did, and this is being recorded, so it's canon now.
Canon, just like IPWF and Kev.
She says that I compared Brandy Loren to Mrs. Jaybone, and I said no. I did not do that. No, I said she's a very beautiful wrestler, but no, I did not. I did not say that she's the most beautiful. No, I did not. I am not that drunk. I know what I said. I didn't say that. I don't know.
What did you say?
You know what? I don't remember.
I think you should just exit stage left on that one there, Jaybone.
Maybe just stop speaking, stop offering commentary.
No more info on that one. But I did see Brandy said she could have babysat. She could have been babysitter.
Oh yeah, I would have been a great babysitter. I did see that. Yeah.
See, and that also makes me a little worried. It's like, okay, did they just write them off television temporarily, then they come back as themselves, or is this it for Kimberly and Brandy Loren?
That's part of the big fallout of all this. We will see. I do not know. It's going to be interesting because that could be a write out. But
because if we're losing Mercedes Martinez, Kimberly, and Brandy Loren, Jiminy Christmas.
Well, Mercedes, we never really had her.
No.
Right? Like she had one match before.
She had a storyline, which was the Knockouts Knockdown and the person to face Mickie James.
Yeah.
And this is what I said on the show last night. It depends. I think there's only 2 options. That option, which was she may or may not stick around, do more pay-per-appearance deals, see what happens.
Right.
You could have ran. The only other option there, I think, during the knockdown was Tasha. And I think that's what a lot of people said. Oh, Tasha should have won. Okay, if
That's
Tasha
what I
would
was
have won,
expecting.
Tasha would have won. She would have lost to Mickie. Where would she be now? Similar, better, worse? Debatable.
Yeah.
So I get what they did. I think they wanted somebody that would go through and not hurt. I think they still have big plans for Tasha, and that would have been a title match, which is great, but you lose that, you kind of go back to the line and Impact. So I don't think, like we've seen all the knockouts that get title shots, they kind of go back to the beginning again. I don't know if we
Like
want that.
Moose, too.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
really, unless some kind of fluke thing happens, like Moose winning the gauntlet to get a shot. I think it's better for Tasha, if you're a Tasha fan, that she was not in that storyline. Just my personal opinion. But I think she was the only other option, because whoever did that, other companies do this a lot. They feed people to champions and then they're out. I think that was the storyline. So they got somebody not on the roster, but worthy of it. Mercedes is definitely, she's been on the indies for a long time. So she was worth getting that chance.
Yeah.
And it was worth giving her that spotlight too, I think. But I know people are kind of like, well, but that's the risk you have with the per appearance deal. It worked great with Deanna. They gave her the title. They gave TJP the title.
Right.
Without contracts. Impact's not afraid.
Yeah.
No.
And then
But you could have kept it quiet for a couple of weeks that you've signed with AEW.
That would have.
The
timing,
match.
The suspect, to say the least. But
I think that's generous, Bill.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I still can't wait to see Deanna Purrazzo versus Mercedes Martinez. And
it'll be a good match. Yeah, for sure.
This episode is going to be very knockouts heavy.
Yeah, and I'll say this. I have seen Deanna versus Mercedes on the indies. It was a very good match.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they won't disappoint.
Yeah, the only difference is obviously, limited for time, but it's still going to be good.
And I will give this to Mercedes. On the indies, on TV, she had no problem doing business with anybody on the roster. Like, she wasn't there to be like, I got to go over. Like, I just like Davey Richards on the indies right now. He's putting everybody over. Like, these are veterans that are giving back to these wrestlers at these companies, which is fantastic to see, because we've had experience with wrestlers on the roster that don't do good business, don't do people over. They're in it for themselves. So this is great to see.
You're thinking of Aries?
I just got fired from WWE, and
which she could have went. She could have went that way.
I can't lose. I can't lose. I need $20,000 per appearance, plus a Happy Meal from McDonald's. It's got to be the 6-piece chicken nuggets. It has to be a girl toy, and not My Little Pony. And
what's in that mug, Jay? Be honest with me. Don't lie to me, Jay.
It's hot cocoa with Kahlua. I've never had Kahlua before, so anything that comes out of my mouth in the next 5 minutes is not my fault.
It's delicious.
Big Kahlua night. Kahlua night for
Kahlua night.
I had a rum shata before. I gotta say, I like the rum shata more than the Kahlua, but I am enjoying
Cocktail hour, brother.
Try again, Bill. Go ahead. I know you wanted to get one in.
You have
what?
You have quite the writer. What?
Only green Skittles. Only green Skittles, Kevin. Set it up. Make it happen. I know you can.
Green Skittles.
Just like you can do this 6-hour show I'm booking. You can pull it off.
You better.
You better. You better.
Green Skittles?
I don't want my pizzles back.
That's right. That's right. I want all of the pizzles.
Only the green ones, though.
There you go. Kevin.
Only the green ones.
I hear those green pizzles are good.
They make you get bigger.
Oh, and I'm sure you already covered it.
The blue ones make you get smaller.
Jiminy Christmas.
Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. What are you thinking about? What's your problem, Jay? Did you read books?
I have seen that penis.
I thought the little blue pills. Never mind.
See, this is why Bill needs to be here. He has access to all this stuff.
There's these things that are very
Kevin, can you give us a little thing here? Were you involved in that segment? My guess is yes. And thumbs up. Big fan of that segment.
Yeah, that was
Sue with
cool.
the lightning.
The lightning hands. Very Emperor Palpatine-ish.
And that's the thing, in the realm, you can do
Oh.
these things. That's what's great about the realm.
Okay. We need to switch gears.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Second gears?
We need to switch gears.
Yeah.
I just watched. Now, if anybody in the chat doesn't want spoilers, let me know ahead of time because I want to talk some Boba Fett. If you want to see the Boba Fett and don't want spoilers, let me know and I'll shut up. But
Yeah,
I wanna
put
talk
that
some
in there
Boba-
now because I know that just dropped like very recently, like yesterday, today, right? So definitely put that in there or
It was
mute or
Wednesday.
pause right now.
So you've got like
And
4 days.
I'll give a hand signal when we're done talking about it.
Right.
You'll imagine what that hand signal is.
I'm leaving
Oh.
if you're talking, Jay.
Just cover your ears, Kev. Just do this. I mean, take the headphones off first.
talking spoilers,
Yeah.
of course.
Can't do
Okay.
spoilers. You can say either you liked it or you didn't.
Okay,
No
well,
spoilers.
I'll try to keep it very general. Okay, so number one, it was kind of a
This is a one-off, right? Or is this a series or is this like a movie?
it's a seven episode
Okay.
series, I believe. How do I? Okay, so there's a lot of so one thing they did say was like, obviously he died in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's a spoiler from
Died.
a long time ago.
Right.
40 years ago?
Yeah, from 40 years ago. So
The,
if you
the
don't,
sandworm ate him, right?
right, yeah,
The Sarlacc pit, Bill.
Sarlacc.
Sandworm?
That's right.
It's not
Sarlacc.
Dune.
Oh. Oh.
Sarlacc. Yeah, thank you. Justin Miller with the super sticker. Thank you, brother.
We thank
You
you.
guys have been very generous tonight. Much love. Even Courtney hit us with like a 20 spot. It's like, holy
Wow, Courtney, she did a 10 spot last night. Thank you.
yeah. And then I said something like, "Wow, look at that! She could be at the bar tipping the bartender, but she's tipping the podcast." And I was like, "Wait!" All of a sudden, that sounds really dirty. Never mind.
Jaybone has a tendency to sound dirty at night. It's not after dark either.
Right?
He's just
It's in
giving
a
away.
bangorama.
You guys are getting the tipsy bone for free. So.
Proud as a peacock.
No, so it was put out there that they are going to show how he survived that. I will say, without saying any details, they did a good job of that. It was entertaining. When are we allowed to talk Spider-Man? Whenever you want, dude. I saw that too.
That's a valid question because based on the box office receipts, almost everyone's seen it by now, it seems.
Twice.
How about Truck? You've seen it twice? Okay.
No,
So
just once. Just once. I would like to go again, though. I would like to go again.
I'll
So,
probably
you wanna
see
talk
it
about
another
Spider-Man?
time. I saw it opening night.
Yeah.
But then I'll probably wind up seeing it one more time.
We can switch from Boba Fett to Spider-Man in just a minute. So I've heard some complaints that the Boba Fett first episode, because of the flashbacks, slowed it down. But I felt it was evenly paced. So, no, Terrence, I'm not stripping. No, you dirty mind you. So,
Anna has not seen it. It's Spider-Man or the new Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
yeah, if you don't want any
Boba Fett.
spoilers, let us know.
And I did see though that they cast the same actor that was in the prequel that had Django Fat's playing Boba Fett, right? The same
Yeah,
actor.
That little kid grew up, man. Oh wait, what? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the old man in the other one. It's the same
The
one.
guy that played the dad is
The humble man making his way in the universe.
yes, yes. Hawkeye was good. Yes. That was good. So I don't know how far we can go into this, but
I'll check it out.
Boba Fett.
I was too busy watching the Beatles documentary.
Oh, that's also on my list. I heard that's a lot of fun. I saw the trailer for that, and that looked really good.
It's very good. It's very long, though. It's like 9 hours.
Oh, my God. How much is there to say? How much is there to say, really?
Well, what you're doing is you're watching them sit around and make music. Like, they come in with song ideas. They work them out. They have conflicts here and there. But it's good. But it depends on your viewpoint. Like, some people will love it, like, beyond anything. But if that's not your style,
like a reality TV show, because that's kind of what it sounds like. What you're describing.
Oh yeah, well they had like 50 something hours of footage, and Peter Jackson from the Lord of the Rings put it into 9.
Oh,
so definitely
okay.
He's telling a story of it.
Yeah,
right, and it's all footage that they just all recently found. So
well, yeah, they recently let it get out there. I think they knew it was out there, but they didn't. I don't think they wanted to do anything with it for a long time.
Okay.
Until recently.
Right, because I mean, there's probably a whole set of permissions.
Oh yeah, they all had to agree to it. All the obviously the 2 living Beatles and the estates of the other 2.
Right, they probably got a pretty penny for putting this out too.
But it does put a more positive spin on Yoko, so I'm glad that got out there for her sake.
What?
Because this is supposedly the session that she broke up the band. But you watch it and she doesn't really have that effect. She's there. Sometimes you're like, why? And what is she doing? But they're kind of ignoring her, like, or they're interacting with her. Fine. Like, it doesn't seem like she's really doing anything to just by her presence being there. But I think the more limited you saw in the past is what gave the impression, well, why is she there? She must have been the reason they broke up. But you see things like one of the members leaves at one point, quits the band. But that's happened before. A different member quit the band during the White Album briefly. So it's just like one of those things where when you're doing this stuff, it happens. So it's an interesting reality project. I think that is this is like the original reality show.
Right. It's all just like backstage studio footage, right? They're sitting there writing. They have a time limit. I saw in the trailer that
because the idea was they were supposed to cut an album and do a live TV show, performing songs in 3 weeks. Correct.
Right.
That was the concept of the album, which it changed. It didn't become that, but that was the plan. That's why they were filming. They didn't normally film these things, and there was a documentary. At the end, they make it a documentary, the Let It Be documentary that came out in 1970.
So this is the Metallica, some kind of monster 40 years beforehand.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you haven't seen that, it's a lovely documentary where the band falls apart and comes back strong.
Sounds like it could be a jacked up jukebox.
With a new
Hey,
bassist.
If you do the Beatles documentary on Jacked Up Jukebox, I'll come and co-host it with you, Jaybone.
Awesome. Yeah, I might do that. That'd be quite the jacked up jukebox.
But you'd have to do at least 3 of them because it's in 3
so
episodes.
long.
Yeah, because they break it into 3 episodes.
Right.
So you would need to do 3 jacked up jukeboxes to cover.
Right. And I'm not a big Beatles fan. It's just the trailer made it look so interesting. I mean, it really sold it. So
No, it's worthwhile. Like, obviously, if you're like someone that's like, oh, I don't like the Beatles at all, do not watch it. You probably will not like it. But if you like the Beatles, or if you just like music and how music comes together, but other people, like, it'll be tedious. It is tedious because you are watching them just like they'll spend 30 minutes to figure out like a word in a song. Like that is part of what you do.
Oof. Yeah, but that's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real band shit. Yeah. What rhymes with tofu? Fuck.
like it's like them going over ideas like back and forth, but it's definitely interesting. I recommend it highly.
That's cool.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff out there. Hopefully people were watching stuff. I see people saying some movies they went to see in the theaters or what they're looking forward to. Hopefully over this holiday season, people had some time to maybe watch some stuff or catch up on some things.
Oh yeah, I've been watching all sorts of crazy stuff. I binged watched I've been on a zombie kick lately. Let me tell you. I watched the Day of the Dead Sci-Fi Channel series.
You're a big of the Dead fan. You're a big of the Dead, like the Day of the Dead, like
Dawn of
the
the
Living
Dead.
Dead. Yeah, like you're a Living Dead guy.
More the just the zombie genre as opposed to the George Romero. So I was this is their tribute to George Romero. So I was very curious to see how it would come off. And I've never seen the original Day of the Dead. In fact, a lot of George Romero's, like I've seen Dawn of the Dead, that the only third one of the original three that I had not seen was the Day of the Dead. I've seen clips of it. So I was really curious to see this, and now I'm going to go back and watch the original and kind of compare the two, and then I might do a review on it. But the series was really good. It was great right up until the ending, and I was kind of like, really? And it just didn't, I don't know. Like, the great thing about the Day of the Dead series was it didn't take itself too seriously. It threw in some corny past type joking, segments.
I think you got to be a little lighthearted in zombie movies. You're talking about eating brain, gotta be lighthearted.
Right, yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad where it was, brain.
Like IMPACT Wrestling in the Undead Realm.
Right, exactly. You can't take this shit too serious.
Now, did you see one of my favorites, Jaybone? Shaun of the Dead.
I did, and that was pretty good. And I'm not a big like if I'm watching zombie movies, like I want it to be a hardcore.
Yeah, you want the more serious. That's obviously
the intestines are all over the place. Yeah, that's what I want.
Do you remember, Jay, then The Return of the Living Dead? Is that one that you remember?
I saw one of those.
I think there was 3 altogether. I think there might have been more.
The third one was horrible. The third one.
Oh, they're all horrible in their own special way. But those are the ones I remember the most strongly.
The third one was really, really had some like hot chick with like Freddy fingers or something.
Yes, that was how she kept from turning into a zombie. If she hurt herself, she kept from turning or something like that. Yeah. So she kept like piercing herself. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
12-year-old Truck thought that was just the coolest movie.
No, and that's fine. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But I saw like the first Return of the Living Dead, or maybe it was part 2. I don't know which one it was. All I know is that there were kids in this one, and the zombies were actually talking.
Yeah.
I turned, now you turn too, or something like that. And like when I first saw that like
send more cops.
Yeah. And
you remember that one? Yeah.
That like scared the crap out of me. But I can look back at that now and like, okay, that was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Right. But this horror genre or sci-fi, whatever you want to call the zombie genre of movies, is like the scariest thing to me that I had to overcome growing up. Like I could watch all the Freddys, all the Jasons, all the Halloweens, all whatever, give it to me. I'm fine. Zombies? No. Then I'm like jumping in my wife's lap. And it took the Walking Dead series to cure me of that, to where I can watch it and not have, 3 heart aneurysms, So now I can watch them all. I'm good. I watched a really good one last night. What was it? Blood Quantum? That was pretty good. It was based in 1981, and people from an Indian do you call that?
Reservation?
Reservation. Thank you. Reservation, like all of a sudden, like, you know, it made its way into the reservation, and then it jumped ahead 6 months. So then it was just full blown apocalypse, and then it just got horribly gory and awesome all at the same time. So, but yeah, it was pretty well done. But the Day of the Dead stuff was good. The series was great right up until the very end, and then it just kind of, all right. It was the gore was good. The plot was good. Like I said, it was one of those that didn't take itself too seriously, but then the end was kind of okay. I really didn't want that to happen. I was hoping that wouldn't happen because that kind of killed it for me, but I am curious to see where it goes if they do another season. So we'll see. What? My brain started playing my own jacked up jukebox Living Dead Bone. What? Y'all still on? Yeah.
Don't worry, Sting. I'm hitting the wall here.
Yeah, we could wrap it up.
Jaybone's getting to that 3 hours.
Yeah, and I want to like finish up my cup of
Your cup of no juice.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because if nobody wants spoilers, then it's like, all right, well, we can't really dive into anything.
Especially that's so new. I would give that a little more time, unless you want to do a separate. That could be a jacked up, not jacked up, but a smash maybe. Because you used to do TV shows a lot.
I did, and
or you've got a family dinner. I don't know if you're planning on doing it tomorrow night, but
yeah, just spoiler warning going in.
Yeah, we might. Yeah.
I do have Strong tonight. I'm assuming that everybody who's listening, this 3-hour review of nothing, everybody who's listening to this now is probably already on the Discord. But if you're not already, jump on the Discord. We're watching Strong tonight. It's going to be what we do every Saturday night going forward. And then Sunday before family dinner, I'll figure out something for us to watch together in the Watch Along channel. So if you're around and you want something to do and hang out, come check that out.
Nice.
But we had a poll 2 or 3 weeks ago now, Jay, I think.
Yeah.
And New Japan Strong won. Nobody was interested in MLW. I want to watch MLW for Hammerstone, but I was like the only one. I think it was me and one other person.
See, and I haven't watched AAW in a while, and all of a sudden last night I'm watching Unstoppable and Hammerstone, and
comes out of nowhere.
Hammerstone, and I can't think of the other kid's name. It's the equivalent of Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. You got the smaller guy, you got the bigger guy, the tag team champs. So it comes like, and I like that dynamic because I've seen the documentary on the two. See, this is why I don't drink, because I forget too much shit.
Oh yeah, that's the reason, Jay.
The two cool dude.
Which one's Jay?
Exactly.
Okay, Boomer.
The two dudes with the attitude. I don't know. There was some special on earlier this summer about that. Yes, Patreon content. Yes. Yeah, we can wrap it up. I'm tired because I'm just gonna start talking out of my ass.
We've been talking for over a year now, Jay. Started this conversation last year. Come on.
But he's talking
in my ass.
What a crazy year it's been.
It's been a crazy year. I hate it already.
You're welcome. No.
This is the year. This
for what?
For something.
Okay.
Hard to kill sold out.
But seriously, that's a positive. But thank you, seriously. Thank you so much, everyone. No matter how you contributed to the podcast, whether you gave some tips, you show up on a weekly basis, if you shared it on social media, if all you do is quietly listen and give a little thumbs up here and there, or just listen, or you listen on SoundCloud and we have no clue where you're listening from. It's all love, and we appreciate every different level of it so much. This has not been an easy year for many of us, and but we made it through kind of leaning on each other, and I think most of us kind of use this as a sanity tool. I know I did, big time, and I got to thank my crew for a good chunk of the sanity saving tactics. There's some big $5 words there. Anyone else want to throw in some sentiments?
Oh yeah, no, I kind of said similar on last night's show. Just everybody, obviously, as Truck said recently, if you're watching now, near 3 hours into it, you're the hardcore base here.
Yeah.
You're the fan. You're the squad. You're the ones on the Discord. You're the ones that are putting comments on the social medias, chatting in here. But yeah, and going back from me and Jay started earlier this year still doing the co-stream. That changed. So there's been a lot of changes during the year, but you've all stuck. If you're here, you're sticking with us. You've gone through the changes with us. Still trying to give you content. The Patreon started for everyone that's jumped into that at some point. Whatever you could do, that's appreciated. We're trying to do more. And then there's stuff like the throwback show that's going to be coming to an end pretty soon. We'll see what we do instead.
WCW.
There could be
WCW Nitro.
Because that could be a way of kind of still staying Impact focused, because that's a company that's not competition right now. So there's always a way to tie it in. So yeah,
Disco's in it.
Disco's in it. We got
a lot
Disco.
of the roster. Yeah, a lot of the
But
roster.
big thanks. So I know a lot of you definitely we've interacted through show. Like some of you I've even seen in person. Since shows opened up. So it's great seeing people in person. The people that contact me through all the social medias, contact the show. Definitely great support. Obviously, this was Kyle way back. Trent then was like the solo man for a while. Jay did a great job jumping in there, really making this the place for Impact Talk. Then we're nice enough to bring Alicia in to help contribute. They brought me in, Mark, Truck. So and then obviously all the UK guys and Bison, who's jumped in a lot on reviews when we got short staffed with everything opening back up again. Because a lot of this happened. This was the current incarnation was almost the Panini caused that.
Yeah.
It allowed a lot of us the time to do that where we hadn't before. So now that things have opened up, it's become a lot tougher to keep everyone going. I pretty much have a hard cutoff on the throwback, and I know Trent's a lot of time rehearsing with the band. So depending, if it goes 10, 15 minutes later than a time, it's going to be okay, guys, I'm out. I can't do it because I know how long the show's going to go. And it's I just can't do that at this point. I got to be up in 3 hours. So before I'd be okay, I'll sleep when I'm done work, but now I have to drive home. So that's not as easy as it used to be.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
For the most part, that's my philosophy. But no, it's been obviously I've had a great time doing this for everybody. Hopefully for 22, we're able to add, and you guys all stick with us, and hopefully we can add even more people. But yeah, definitely thanks to everybody.
Oh yeah. And I gotta say, I want to just jump back in here for a second and say, excuse me, how proud I am of the UK contingent of TNI. Man, from me, producing and uploading their content to seeing them grow into, they are running their own shows now and doing all their own stuff, and Bison killing it, getting those interviews and helping the UK indie scene. I think that is just honestly the most glorious part of what they're doing now. I think that's incredible.
And you know what? I'm 100% with you, Jay. And I know we've we've had thoughts about this in the past, but we focus so much on Impact, and that's what we do, and that's what we're going to always do. But I know we toyed with the idea in the past of maybe giving some spotlight to more indie wrestlers in the States, but we kind of haven't really gone into that as much. We'll mention them here and there. Like I'll talk about, I saw someone on an indie show, but actually having like interviews and stuff with some indie wrestlers might not be a bad way to go. And maybe it's on the main show. Maybe it's a secondary show. We'll see. But I think we could definitely do more of that going forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Terrence, thank you very much.
Thank you, Terrence. Much love, dude.
Everybody here's a big supporter, obviously.
Hell yeah.
If you're watching after the official 3-hour mark, you're a big supporter.
Hell yeah.
3 hours and 1 minute. Congratulations, Jay.
The
Cal Ripken Jr. of podcasts.
I had
3 hours and 1 minute on a pay-per-view from months ago that probably most people in the chat don't really remember. I certainly don't.
But this was one of the running gags because it was. We're going to get to it.
We're going to get to it. We're doing it next week, guys. Patreon content.
That's right.
And when they went to the West Coast Impact, that just made things difficult because the shows were ending so late. Luckily I was out there, but I was probably the only one able to. But it was like, I'm not going to put everyone through the board, just me there. But now we do have a nice feature where you can actually see a background and a solo person. So, Jay, you looked good.
I like that new feature.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
I hate
one
the
thing
blow-up screen. I hate it.
And I will say about StreamYard is that is another thing that is they are always evolving for the better, adding little features here and there that you may not always notice because we may not always use them.
Yeah,
but
add
somebody
polls,
else.
StreamYard, add polls.
And you know what? I
go
think that's
cross-platform. That'd be awesome.
I think that's honestly something that they're probably working on.
I would think so.
They've what was something that they came out with within the last month I saw? Oh, they were giving out some, you know how we do the overlays, the goofy, all of a sudden you see Trent with the spaghetti Hulkster thing. You can do overlays, but now they have, you can upload. Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Pastamania.
Pastamania, baby. Now they were showing you can upload GIFs on the overlays. So like this, this winter, you can have it snowing across the scene as you're podcasting, stuff like that. Or like all of a sudden there's like a duck because the StreamYard, thing is a duck.
All of
a sudden there's like a quacking duck in the corner, and it's like, wow, what the heck, so it's like, they're always evolving, always trying to make stuff better. And I gotta say thank you to StreamYard as for just knocking it out of the park the last couple of years. Ever since like the Google Hangouts died, StreamYard just blew up, and it's been awesome. Because I'm not like an OBS guy with all the bells and whistles.
Oh, I remember the OBS during the Twitch era. I had to try to become an OBS guy overnight.
You're right? Yeah, I give you props for that. I'm like, shit, I can't learn that.
It's interesting. It's interesting to say that, obviously I did it very basically. There's a lot of bells and whistles with OBS.
Right.
And that's what it's for. Like, that's where, and obviously, Truck was doing great with Twitch with the polls and stuff. But like you can do them in YouTube, but you have to be just on YouTube. When you cross stream, you can't do these things. But I think they will work on that because I think I'm sure people are saying, oh, can we do this? Can we do that? The one thing I was saying, well, maybe for the YouTubers, if someone logs in like you were doing with Twitch, maybe we can still do it. But we can't do it from the cross platform. We'd have to be in the actual platform.
And your audience is spread across so many different little platforms.
So then only some people would get it and some wouldn't. So that's the trouble with things like that. If you can get more of a cross platform, that would be. But maybe with the gifts thing, maybe we can throw them up and you just kind of vote, but we can't have like a number or something. Unless you get third party, which there is one actually, but came here for a lot of money.
That's right. No.
We came here for a lot of money.
There it is. There it is. But
Spreadshirt, everybody. Don't forget to hit the TNI merch store up.
yes.
Yeah, get
it
those
probably
after
after live
Christmas.
All those
holiday
links. All those links are in the description. Go check out the socials. I'm not gonna do all the regular shtick. I'm 3 cups into the new year. Hell no. But you guys
Probably
know what to
everybody
do.
who's still here already has several shirts. So
Smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications. Why? To let you know when all of our content hits your screen. That's
Old
it.
That hot
prospector.
cocoa's going down smooth right now.
Bringing the old prospector up. Yeah.
Oh, prospector tells you tip a few and
Go to bed, Jay.
Hey, wait, hold on. Thanks to Justin here. And maybe there's others of you too. He's been here for every second tonight.
thanks, Justin. Much love, man.
He's the Iron Man. He's the Josh Alexander of this chat.
Where the hell is Lakers? I can't believe we've been on live for 3 hours and Lakers.
He's going to be on the Discord in 5 minutes and be like, "What did I miss?"
Yeah,
Where's
right.
the link? He's probably out. Lakers, he's probably out having a good
You got to
time.
remember, this was New Year's Eve, so
Yeah.
I was out. But
This is true. This is
so
true.
my guess is there are some people out.
I've never been under the assumption of why aren't they here? Why aren't they here to see me? No, I'm not. No, I'm not that guy. Yes,
You should
Anna-
be. You're a big deal,
Anna-
Jay.
Anna just bought a bunch of shirts for her family. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Much love. I saw the order come in. I was like, oh, I wonder who that is. Now we know. Thank you, Anna. Much love. She bought the new Bison shirt and a few of the cat shirts. So much love.
Juan of the Dead shirts.
Yes. Beautiful shirts. So yeah, go ahead. Check out all the links in the description. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And all we pray for, honestly, is that this coming year that we're in now, 2022, is better than the last. That's all we can hope for. You know,
Definitely.
let's all stay healthy, safe, and keep rocking. You know. So Anna says, "I'm here, so am I the Diana Perazzo?" Yes, you are the virtuosa of the chat. Although you might have a tight race with Courtney, so I'll let you two duke that
Possibly.
out.
Possibly. Maybe.
One of you can be the virtuosa, the other one can be the.
Kimberly was the curator. So you can be the curator. One can be the
Yeah,
virtuoso.
there-
The other
I
can
was
be the
going to say
curator.
the hot mess, but they might not take that. Yeah,
We should bring R.D. Evans back. We need a barrister.
There we go. There we go. So. Thanks for the bets, Punk.
Yes.
All right. Shall we get out? Let's call it a night. I'm tired.
Call it a night, Bone Man. You've gone too long. You've been on for over a year.
It's true.
This place rules.
Hell yeah. That was good. All right.
To the palace.
We will see.
Take an eye.
If you're watching this on the replay, much love. You missed a great live show, but we don't care how and when you watch us. It's just all it's all appreciated no matter what. So on your way out, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see y'all in 2020. Well, it is 2022, but depending on when you're watching this, we'll see you in the new year. Take care, folks.
This is sick. This is sick. This whole place is going